Technical issues. My hand is like... I don't know if it's dying, but it was losing tracking. In the middle of my room. Like, bro, what? So yeah, I'm not set up yet. Hi, Ron. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Techno. Morningland Wave, Ocean Woo, yeah. Sonic 06, yeah. 15.7 seconds late. Hi, Zvi. Not how it works, Sammy. What is that sound? Oh. Hi, Kuro. I'm literally just setting up. Oh. 100% how it works. Not 15 seconds early is late. Army be like. Hi, Techie. Hi, Lopner. Thank you, Kuro. Good job today. I really appreciate it. Mwah. Nice, what do we call that? 2 days ago. Nice, made post. Can't define emote. Hi, how? Alright. Hand? It's dying! I wonder if it's just the controller. What is... I literally can't grab my camera. Okay. I might need a new left hand soon. Neil and I open cases, no knife. No knife? Hate to see it. Hi, Bits. Hi, Denny's. Look at this. How are you? Hi, Haxie. My body is wrecked. I hate that I'm missing the days I'm supposed to be walking. You're literally sick, Haxie. You'll be... It's okay to miss a few days, especially for being sick. That's like, you know... You wouldn't want to fucking push yourself when you're doing that. Madio and Dwen? Eventually. I do have a maid avatar. It's just very old. It is very, It is very pre-Pink Hair OC. Only 8 months, damn. Elon Kuro says you should complain to Lord Gavin Jesus IV for him. No reason to cry now. Hi, Harley. Let's start. I've been complaining about my hand for 4 minutes. I actually need to start stretching. Today will be a big day. If everything goes right, will be the start of Xenoblade Chronicles on Kairos Stream. Provided nothing goes wrong. Hi, Trogdor. Hi, Elder. Pussy. I think the longest I've been following someone was like 10 years now. I don't remember who it is though. Show them the maid outfit and stare at them. Humans able to change colors in F-Zero GX? Is that a difficult thing? Oh, that'll be a big day, alright? Hi, Rivo. You and you made front page now. Another VTuber set. It's just you and your beach outfit. Huh? I don't know if I believe you. Hi, Kumi. Front page? Usually you have to, like, apply for that as a partner, I think. Hello, Ewo. Era was playing, Repo. with Fishy. Your front page in mine? Oh, Denny's. Your own front page is typically different than like the Twitch front page. There's a recommended for you, and it's gonna show people that you follow and are just recommended channels. I know. Okay. Elon selling out SMH, my SMH. What do you mean selling out? Hi Global. Hi Pyra Nugget, Bad Dog, Boy Prager, Kerbo, Mom, Barbie. Okay, Barbie. Alright, Mom. Yep. Kerbo. Yep. Boy Prager. Get past this one eventually. Bad Dog. I'm not a bad dog. And then Pyra Nugget. I'm gonna tell Cairo you called me that. We're gonna see what he thinks about this. It was good, although it didn't help with my convention hangover. Yeah, Elon always selling us out, SNH. Beachland, how cute is this guy? Hi, Gana. Oh. We're at Ankleless. What's wrong with nuggets? There's people, hi Wrath, that are too much of a realist, that they don't understand the concept of fantasy and liking bits and parts of a kink without the entire. So like, there are people that are into, vor, right? Vor is a sexual kink for a lot of people. They like the concept of being eaten. They like the concept of being ingested, rounded. They don't like the concept of literal fucking dying. They don't like the, melting in stomach acids or suffocation. They don't like to think about that part. They like to fantasize about the rest of it. And then there's people that are like, but you can't have vor without the suffocation. And it's like, it's a fictional fantasy. What? And so, with Nuggets is a fantasy where a person doesn't have arms and legs. Why are we talking about vor? Because that's an example. Strongdoor is asking why people don't like Nuggets. Nuggets is a sexual fantasy where people don't have arms and legs. And they're like, wow, you want to have your arms and legs cut off? And it's like, obviously not. Nobody wants to go through the pain of having their arms and legs cut off. But the sexual fantasy of being like powerless, it's like extreme bondage of like, you are nothing but a torso and a head. People are into that level of bondage. Porn is the ultimate representation of war. Comes out as it goes in. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Sounds like a bunch of cowards. In my mind, they're not cowards, they're buzzkills. And they're lacking in creativity and imagination. I'm going to pretend I didn't write it, don't worry. Hi, Juice. Why am I forgetting my own stretches? We're at lunges. I feel like I have planned too many things, and I don't have enough time for everything. And that's stressing me out this week. Not stressing me out that I'm like, I can't get stuff done. It's actually like making me fail to do things, but maybe a little anxious, maybe a little on edge. How was the airport? The airport wasn't bad. My timing ended up being really, really good. There's like a 40-minute drive. I get there. I go to the cell phone lot. I'm in the cell phone lot for like 3 minutes and I get a call from my dad. And they're like, yeah, we're heading out. It's like, okay. I'd brought my 3DS. Basically turned it on, saved, turned it off. Went to the arrivals, technically departures. Picked him up, drove home. Wasn't super, super crowded. Oh no, look, he's so popular, poor Ewan. It's less about being popular and more about I've just planned stuff, right? Anna. Hi, honey. Cell phone lot? The cell phone lot is, We are live, by the way. Hi.
I know. That's why I waved in the background like that.
I wanted to make sure, because I think you've been on once before, but... I just wanted to make sure.
No, I could instantly tell. Hello.
Hell yeah. No, the cell phone lot is... Basically, you're picking somebody up at the airport, but they don't want you to just park in the arrivals. So you go to the cell phone lot, and then they call you on your cell phone. And like, we're at arrivals, and then you just drive up, pick them up. It's kind of like a... think like an hour parking lot for people to just pick someone up. I think nuggets are mid-tier. I'd rather have chicken cutlets. Okay. Hi, Zvi. I want to PC you and hello, honey. Deja vu, they've been in this place before. Interesting. We're at Hamstring. Did you ever play this game? Sonic 06?
Probably for a very brief moment of time in the past, and I realized, man, this sucks.
I did not play this one. I played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And I loved them as kids. And then I didn't play any Sonic games for a long time. Watched the Grumps play this one. And I was like, holy shit, how'd they go from a perfect game to this trash? And then I watched playthroughs of 1 and 2, and I was like, oh. Actually, 1 and 2 weren't that good. I just, was 12.
Adventures 1 and 2?
Yeah.
I mean, they still got more of a charm to them, and I think the art style is more unified in that one, and 06 was a bit of a mess. Just gonna be real. With that, at least, that's probably why.
I won't disagree with that. I do think all of them are just... They're one of those things that, like, as a kid, they're great, amazing. But you grow up and you, like, have more of a mind for what makes a good story, what makes good dialogue, what's, like, sensical in character design, and it's like, what the hell was going on in these? We have a lot of people park in long-term parking. The first hour is free. Oh, so that's basically a cell phone lot then. If they give the first hour for free in long-term parking, then it's like, that is functionally a cell phone lot. They've just not separated them. You were 12? Let's see. When I got the GameCube, I was in 4th grade. So I would have been about 9 years old. So 9, 10, 11, that range for when I got Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. 06 is a product of Sega and Sonic Team's sheer arrogance. What you go against, the human princess making out with Sonic? Old. Okay, bye. Alright.
I mean, yeah, that was a thing that happened. We can't really ignore that. That did happen. That was kind of a major plot point of the game.
Yeah. Oh. My legs IK tracking is bad today. My knees are just permanently bent. It's just hard to imagine you being 12. Yeah, there are like 7 or 8 different long-term parking lots, so... Oh, I see. The B-movie Be Like must have been the lasted 80s? Must have been the lasted 80s, huh? You look so tan and... Tan? I don't know about that one. Well, I guess compared to my normal paleness. Actually, you know what it is?
I mean...
Because Vader's here. And they're just like... actually pale.
This is what happens when you work only the evening shift for the past 3 years.
God. I had a 3 a.m. shift at UPS for a summer. It was kind of nice not dealing with traffic and people.
That sounds pretty awesome, honestly. I would kind of like that if I was working for a company like that. Only reason why I wouldn't is because now they have cameras in their trucks, and I think that's just lame. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like that. I get why. I don't feel comfortable with it.
I was in the factory. I was a sorter, so like the semi trucks would bring all the packages in, put them on a conveyor belt, and then they would come down a conveyor belt. I would scan them, look at which conveyor belt it was supposed to go down. There was like 8 different ones near me that I could feed it into from that main one. They wanted me to move a package every 3 seconds. They wanted 20 packages a minute for 3 to 4 hours. And that was 5 times.
So it was only like a part-time thing? It was like a 3-hour shift?
Yes. It was like 18 hours a week. If I stayed with it, they would have paid for my tuition, which, you know, was only like $1,000 a semester. But
but that's pretty decent for a part-time, honestly. If you go to a cheaper college.
It was so physical and grueling though that I couldn't keep up with it, and once school started, I was like, I'm falling asleep in class, so this is too much for me. But it was nice for like, because I've always been like, I don't want to deal with people for a job. I want to like work in the back, you know, give me a task and I'll just do that for however long. And so it was literally just show up, move packages, leave. Like, oh, I don't have to deal with customers. This is ideal.
I work for Pepsi.
You have to deal with people?
Yes.
Oh, God.
But all I do is stock the shelves with the product. So most of the time, it's only like, I get asked the question, do you work for Walmart? I'm like, no. I work for Pepsi, and they just leave me alone immediately. That's just my... The only people I'll go out of my reach to help out is like an old lady that can't reach something, or someone that can't reach something. That's it.
Felix Tannis, Matt. They used to you blinding me on beach days. I was in my second year of high school when GameCube came out. You must have been 12 in the late 80s. What the fuck, Anna? That's too much for you with those arms. Wants to work the back and be told what to do. Sounds about right. Okay. Alright. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think we have 4 more squats. I want to do like a lot more squats, Vader, but I can't do squats and my walk. It just shreds my legs.
Sounds like you need to work your legs more.
Well, they could use more work. The thing is, I don't give them rest days. That's the problem.
I mean, what, are you doing it 7 times a week?
Yeah.
Like what? You need 1 rest day a week. You just don't do anything one day, and then you will make more progress that way. The rest day helps.
Physically, I know it helps, but mentally, it's like they're really hard for me. Because if I take a break off, like if I take a day off, it becomes really hard for me to come back that next day. So like, if I had a rest day, it's very likely that next week it's 2 rest days. And then at some point it becomes 3 rest days. I'm very momentum based, and if I do it 7 days a week, it's just so much easier for me.
Ow. Anyway, balance. I mean, like, I get it. I like, when I was like a little younger, you would freaking work out like borderline religiously for like 6 days a week, and it's like, oh man, puddles of sweat, I'm crawling on the floor. I'm like, just, oh fuck, dude.
I got an ab roller recently. This thing is brutal. Have you ever used one?
An ab roll?
Yeah. Like
I don't think I have.
The wheel with handlebars.
Oh, that. Okay, yes. Yes, I have. I think I had one, but it broke because it was not well designed.
Oh no. Shred these. Appreciate you too. Oh, working out off stream? Hell no. Where did you get that? What about a lighter workday? I have thought about, like, instead of doing the 50-day streams, doing, like, just a game day. Like, maybe on Wednesdays, not Wednesdays, Tuesdays, it would be, like, instead of doing a walk, we just play a game, but I don't know. I like the walking. Four. What are your plans today, Vader?
I woke up early. I'm going to work in the next 3 or 4 hours. Or 5. I don't know.
I see.
I literally fell asleep the moment I got home last night at like 12 a.m.
Oh, God. I had to.
Evening shift kind of sucks. Anyway, go ahead.
I had to pick up my parents from the airport yesterday, and
That's pretty chill.
when I dropped them off a week before, they were like, "All right, we got these frozen pizzas, so that when you pick us up, we'll have these for dinner, and catch up after after our trip." And I was like, "Cool." I didn't eat anything yesterday, and then we get home. It's like 10:30. And I'm like, great, and now we're gonna have those pizzas? And they're like, what? Dude, it's like 10:30. We ate dinner hours ago. We're going to bed. And I was like, okay, I guess. They just forgot the points.
I mean, you could have still, like, put the pizzas in the oven, right?
I could have, but, like, it was, like, their frozen pizzas, and I kind of assumed I was just included in this. I didn't want to, like, take their frozen pizzas.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Hi, Gana. Oh. Nice swimsuit. Where's my camera? Here it is.
Alright. I'm gonna be bouncing about now, but y'all enjoy the good rest of the stream and all that.
Have fun. Thank you for stopping by.
Of course. Have fun.
Have a good day. I hope work goes fast when you get there. Okay. I did not set up my camera earlier. So you gotta do that now. Anchor, local, mask. Guess I don't need to change that because we're about to start walking. Okay. This here, this here, this here. Pull this up. Start walking. I'm hoping that's loud enough. It sounds really fucking quiet. Is it just the start of the song? I think it was. I think that was just the start of the song was quiet. 25 start? Holy shit, guys. We're starting before 30 minutes. Okay. The only rolls I have for my abs are bread rolls. Imagine working the night shift. Just eat the pizzas. Hi, thanks. I kind of hate it. Wait. You ate the swimsuit? If you look closely, you can see what's behind those shorts. Okay. Hi, Adrian Cobb. Thank you for the follow. Hi, beautiful, succulent, curvy, sexy, scrumptious, gorgeous, bubblicious, voluptuous, juicy goddess. How are you doing today, cutie pie queenie? I'm good. I'm a little on edge. Because I have so many things to get done this week, and I'm like, oh god, there's too many things to do, so now I'm being bad at getting them done. I need to set up Xenoblade Chronicles by today. Walking before 30 minutes in this economy? I feel really bad. Because Cairo has been like, okay, Yuland, I'll help you set up the emulators. And like, nothing makes me feel stupider than trying to set up emulators or mod packs. I just don't understand this shit. And all the people that do are just like, alright, just set it up. And I'm like, what do you mean just set it up? Hi, Ants. He's still stretching, good luck. It's almost as if like... It's almost like somebody telling me to set up an emulator is like, okay, draw a circle, now draw the rest of the owl. And I'm like, what? There's so many steps that I don't know what to do, what do you mean? But to them, it just seems so simple. And it makes me feel so dumb. 24 minutes, this guy rushed. I don't know how it went that fast. But the model does not do physics well. High Wrath Wave. Redeemed accessory. Bunny. Oh, the choker was off. Walking for 30 minutes in this economy. Hi, he's still stretching. I'm chugging along this morning. Hey, Elin can attest I'm busy little bee this morning, Huntera. They are. Especially when Cairo's involved, just download and install. Trust the shady website. Well, so Cairo downloaded an emulator. They shared it with me. I download it. And then I try to extract it, and it's like, yeah, there was an error. And I'm just like, And Cairo's like, did you fix it? And I'm like, what do you mean, do you fix it? I don't even know how to begin to fix it. But yeah, there's like no fabric on the swimsuit, so... I don't know, it looks good. I'm downloading all the games for him so he doesn't get a virus, Scanna. I'm putting them on my drive. A perfect B for Bunny. What might be easier, Cairo, is if we just screen share it. Because I'm gonna download this stuff a lot faster than you are. I'm glad someone was looking after the femboy. I honestly have, like, a lot of people looking out for me. If Cairo wasn't helping me, Core would. Stop showing off? No. I'm never gonna stop showing off how awesome my friends are. Fuck you. And if Cairo and Core couldn't do it, I bet I could find someone that would help me with this. Yuki could probably help me with this. Stop showing off? Absolutely never. My friends are great. I love my friends. I want a drink. Hi, Maruka. Hi, Farisu. I miss Matthews. Go say hi to him. Good, because hearing you struggle with tech is pain. Looking out for the pink fumboyo. Hi, Maru. Thank you, Farisu. Farisu, there is stuff I need to get done before I visit, And I haven't even started it because I'm worried about the stuff I need to do this week. But I really need to figure out if I'm going to be, when I'm streaming at your place, I don't know if I'm like borrowing a laptop from my parents to have OBS there, or if I'm like streaming from your PC. I feel like I should just see about getting one of their laptops. And just being like, give me this for 3 days. Bring a flash drive. You can use my PC. Just remember to delete your shit before you go, so I don't have to delete it myself. You can get portable OBS? What is portable OBS? Hello, hello, Huntera. I don't know. Here's what I want to do. Which will allow you to use your stream key without touching anything on the main drive. I will unironically be sleeping in the bed while you stream, probably. Or just laying in bed doom scrolling. One of rich family. My mom and dad both have their own laptop. They got like a doubles, like a couple's laptop thing. I don't know. OBS just portable, da. Hi, Riddle. Jigglyland. Oh my god. All I really want to do is have OBS and VR chat. I want to have desktop VR chat so that I can set up the stream like this and be in a desktop model that just has like a walking animation. Which that's probably the thing I need to figure out the most is I need to have a model with a walking animation on it. And so, model with walking animation, OBS and VR chat on laptop, and then I think I'll be good to go. Check on the slide in Mara DNCMs. And Terra, hi Gana, walking, hi. Desktop VR chat isn't hard, seeing as you can just sign in on another account that has Steam already. Yeah. He's going to be a chow. You don't even need to restall it. Hi Ronmu. Sure. Yeah, I saw something someone had on Twitter that looks super cute. I can't for the life of me find it on Booth, and it's driving me insane. What was it? He also has a collab tomorrow. But he just has to download a game and show up. This is true. That is the least of my concerns. Because that's something I can handle. That'll be easy. Xenoblade. Oh god, I'm done with emulators, I'm worried about that. Mario Sunshine. Oh god, I'm done with emulators, I'm worried about that. New model with walking animation. And setting up all the stream stuff on another PC. Oh god, I'm dumb and I can probably handle that. But oh god. Fucking collab tomorrow? Pfft, easy. I'm kind of looking forward to your trip. I'm super looking forward to it. I am... I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. The main reason for the trip, I'm not super looking forward to. Visiting the family reunion? This is the side of the family where a couple years back my dad went camping with them. And they're all out in the middle of the woods. And they're sitting by the fire. And they're all drinking beers. And someone just went, I'm gonna say it. You know what's wrong with the world today? white women dating black men. And I don't know the reactions of the rest of the family. Hi, Hobbit. But my dad... Hi, Cloud of Ivy. Thank you for the follow. My dad's just sitting there drinking like, man, I'm having a lot of fun hanging out with my family that I haven't seen for... just as that goes off. That was genuinely said at one of the family reunions about 10 years ago. So I've been kind of like, I don't really want to go to these since then. Oh, you were going to do Sunshine? Yeah, on Thursday. Hi, Dark Princess. Pat. Sounds spooky. Snuzz. Wait, Yulin is moving? Traveling Yulin? I'm not moving. I'm going to a family reunion. It'll be not this Friday, but next Friday. I will stream Friday morning. I will drive down 6 hours to where they are. I will attend the family function for like 3-4 hours, and then I will drive 2 hours to where Farisu is, and I will stay the night there. The next morning, Saturday morning, I will stream 3 hours in the morning, and then drive to the actual family reunion. Forrest Gump ass accent. I will drive 2 hours to where the actual family reunion is. Hang out there for like 6-7 hours. Drive back to where Farisu is. And spend the night there. The next day, I will stream in the morning. I'm probably going to hang out with Farisu, Eto, and Oni the whole day. I'm probably going to stay a whole day there. Hi, Foss. I will probably, hang out the whole day, spend the night. Next day, stream 3 hours, hang out with them for like just a little bit, and then drive 6 hours home. That's my plan. Is the Redneck Family's part? I want to meet them. Fuck, I forgot it was a beach day. Oh no. Whose wiggle is that? Mizua. I actually don't recognize that one. Morning, white women dating. That is all. They were all drunk, so fun time to drop in. LOL. Hi. I was kind of excited for you to travel. You haven't done more than a day trip, right? I have not left this house for more than like going to the airport in 2, maybe 3 years. Is a Kimmy for you guys? Breed us to have big dick. It's not my fault. I don't know if that's how it works, Riddle. God, I didn't know Yulin was a base streamer like Asm Golden Tectone. Stop. Nice family. Yulin's hip tracker be hitting different today. It's because it's on my butt and not on the front. Bro, literally gumping it on stream. Yes, Blue Twitch collab. But potentially. It's not just me, right? His hips don't usually have this much recoil, right? Yulin, make sure if you hear anyone be cringe like that at the family reunion, again, you gotta go off on them. Ruin your family relationship. Foss, do you really think I wanna, like, piss off a bunch of rednecks when we're off alone in the woods and there's no police officers nearby? And they all got guns? Do you... I don't want to do that. Yeah? Alright, Foss is trying to get me killed. Lego, damn Yuli and Risu gonna get freaky. No, they are bouncy high ants. He's going to drive 12 hours in 4 days. I think he'll have time to stream. It'll be 16 hours in 4 days. And yes, I very much think I'll have time to stream. Hi, Foss, Human Bane. Hi, Kimmy. What? How? I've been freelancing since September and I still leave all the time. Yeah, but I don't want to leave, Hobbit. I have not missed a single stream in 697 days. The most I've left the house to do is pick up somebody from the airport. I can't wait to do unholy redacted things with Ewan. Oh no. Ewan will have another trip to tell the story of 20 times. This fucking guy. Guy just doesn't understand how streaming works. I've been freelancing since September and still leave all the time, and that's why I'm excited for you to travel. Working and walking, what an age. Chat still wants 1 tracker per butt cheek. Foss better be practicing. Ewan shows up and goes, I love Tick. What the fuck? Yeah, the only time we get Twerkland is when the tracker is bouncy. First strike, Ewan. The carnivorous plant is trying to kill you. I'm shocked. Shocked, I say. Well, not that shocked. Ewan and Frisu can't get too freaky. They both ultra sub to his hair, right? Wait, Ewan. Have you had a first kiss? No. There's a picture of me kissing a girl when I was like 4 years old. Our parents were good friends, and they, set us up on play dates all the time, and we went camping all the time. And so when we were like 4, we're like, we're gonna get married! Obviously, that was when we were 4 years old, and that went nowhere. Once I went to school, it was video games. It was just like, I ain't got time for girls. People were like, who you going to prom with? And I was like, prom? Bitch, I'm playing WoW that night. And so, like, hi, Dehi. And so I just, I didn't have shit going on throughout school. When I was 20, I did have a girlfriend, but she was the Canadian girlfriend. We dated for like 2 months online, and then I booked a week-long trip to visit her in Canada. And when we were there, we slept in the same bed. We cuddled. But, I don't think we kissed. She had told me that, she had trauma. She was very nervous about physical contact. And it was my first time, so I was like, great. This works. God, that's what a fucking horrible thing to think. Right, that you have physical trauma. This works out for me because I don't know what to do. I'll let you lead. I won't initiate because I'll be scared of, like, bringing up that trauma in some way. Who else but Ewan? And it was very much just like, I just want to enjoy your company. If we just watch movies, play games, great. If stuff happens, cool. But, like, we literally said, this relationship isn't about sex for us. So, like, if I visit, we don't have sex. Like, neither of us really needed it. We ended up discovering that within 2 days we fucking hated each other. So I flew home early on, like, the 3rd day. Jesus? Yeah. You can't lose your wizard card? I've got the wizard card, right? But I like, might give up my sage card, right? But I keep the wizard card, right? Well, now that I've hit 30, I can't just get rid of it, right? I have it for life, right? It is Foss. He hasn't had his first anything. With or to Ewan. You're about to find out what happens to your immune system when you don't go anywhere for 2 years. Yeah. Shit gonna hit like a sledgehammer. Didn't marry the love of your 4-year-old life. Caught. Oh damn, Ewan already has cooties, video games. Oh damn, Free's gonna steal Ewan's first kiss. Ewan in a prom dress though? That would be peak. That's not a girlfriend, that's a boss level Hideki Highsway. Who else but Ewan? Was a girlfriend before or after you found out you were super subby? It was after, but I wasn't like, I hadn't come to terms with it. These, you can't lose your wizard card, oh brother. No, not the wizard card. Yeah, he will keep the wizard powers, but lose any shot at sage power. Sage card. He wants to go back to being a funk. No, the wizard card goes away once you do the deed. Wizard sage dead. I thought you you keep it. Like, once you've earned it, you've unlocked the class. How's it go, Wizard, Sage, Archmage? There's more than that, Frisu. There's one every 10 years. You just give up after Sage? Yeah. Can't wait until I travel anywhere outside of my city and just fucking die. It's actually making me laugh so much it's hurting all over. Wizard, Sage, Necromancer. Couldn't tell you I'm not a wizard. Hi, Fishy. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Nah, you die at Sage. There's no further job advancement. Okay. So the order of operations. Until I was about 15, I was very, like, muscles are cool, being tall is cool. I myself was, like, the shortest guy in the class. I was fit, but, you know, so was every boy in the class because of PE. Except for, I think we had, like, one or two fat kids, but, like, the people that were eating normal amounts, we were all kind of fit because we just did PE every day. I remember the really fit ones, like, had six-packs. Dylan was a manlet? I guess kinda, but it feels weird to say a 10-year-old is a manlet, right? It's just like, you ask a 10-year-old, who's cool? Superman is cool, right? Like, muscular guy is cool. Like, that's just, I wouldn't call a 10-year-old a manlet. What you doing with Fishy tomorrow? We're playing Firebreak. This het mask mail religious incel arc. No, this is before the incel arc. My space fish, lovely, sweetest mommies. You're only a manlet if sub 170 cm after age 18? Yes. That makes sense to me. Upon Firebreak. Too young to be an incel. When I was about 14, 15, I started playing World of Warcraft. And my first two characters, I made a Night Elf Druid, so the tallest muscular race that Alliance could be. And I made a Tauren Warrior, the tallest muscular race literally in the game. And I think somebody commented on it. I think somebody was like, that's funny that the shortest guy makes the tallest races. And I was like, yo, well, I'll be this tall someday. Still expecting my growth spurt at like 15 years old. Not wanting to be an undead or no. Yulin, will you take wizard card? I already have the wizard card. I remember Burning Crusade comes out. Only baby Yulin knew. Burning Crusade comes out. And I make a paladin, a female blood elf paladin, on a private server. Because the male blood elves, those were gay. The male blood elves were, like, super gay. And so, like, you couldn't play that, you know. You gotta play... Oh, no, I missed a step. Back in Classic still. I've got the Night Elf Druid. I've got the Tauren Warrior. I meet up with one of my friends from high school. And he's playing a female Night Elf Rogue. And I'm like, Kenny, what are you doing? Your character's a girl. Did you make a mistake? Did you click the wrong one? And he's like, what are you talking about? I just made a female character. And I'm like, but Kenny, you're not a girl. And he's like, yeah, I could just make a female character. And in my mind, I'm sitting here thinking like, is that okay? Is that illegal? I thought that is against the rules. He really doesn't know. The incel arcs are really... This is not the incel arc. This is just the fucking moron arc. And from then on, I think I made a few female characters. I think my third character on Classic was a female undead rogue. They did the really cool, like, flippy thing when you used Eviscerate. You would jump up, your character would do a front flip, and so it looked like you were jumping 10 feet in the air to do this really cool slam down attack. Aren't we still on that arc? Okay, buddy. I go into Burning Crusade. I make a Blood Elf Paladin on the private server. And in this private server, I'm playing a female Blood Elf Paladin, max gear. I go to areas like Goldshire, and on this private server, they don't have the different languages. Everybody speaks common. Humans speak common, Night Elves speak common, Orcs speak common. You could talk to Horde and Alliance. And so I go to Goldshire, and there's Alliance there that are like, they try to kill me, and I'm just healing myself. And they can't kill me after 5 minutes, because I'm like a fucking best in slot geared Holy Paladin. And they're like, God, what are you doing here? And I was like, I don't know, I just wanted to hang out. Like, you just wanted to hang out? I was like, yeah, I just, made a healer, got bored, wanted to hang out at Goldshire. Kind of trying out a Paladin. I feel like one of the best ways to learn Paladin is to throw myself into the fire and get attacked by Alliance, and I seem to be doing alright, and they're like, oh, but you're not like killing people, you're not killing lobbies? I'm like, God, no. I'm a Holy Paladin, dude, I'm not gonna kill anybody. And they're like, oh. Well, what do you play on retail? Oh, on retail I play a Hunter, but, I think Paladins are really cool. I kind of like I might start playing a healer. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I just start making friends with the Alliance, right? It gets to a point where, like, I'd be in the Goldshire Inn, and I'd be in a circle with, like, 5 to 6 Alliance players, and they would all just, like, be hanging out with me. Hi, Onyx Fury. And we'd all just be talking. And, like, some Alliance player would see me, they'd be like, Horde, and start shooting me. And the other players that were around me, they'd be like, hey, stop attacking her. She's nice. She's not hurting nobody. And they'd be like, what? And they'd be like, it's just a Holy Paladin. They're not hurting anybody. And, oh shit, that's my cum sock. Nice, Kimmy. And Alliance would be like, well, if Horde do come that start killing us, she'll start healing them. You hear what? Kimmy set down a sticker in front of me that said, it was Bert from Sesame Street putting on a sock going, oh shit, that's my cum sock. You're what? Also, you look bouncy today? I don't know why I look so bouncy today. Anyway, they'd be like, if other Horde players get here, then she's gonna start healing them. I was like, nah, man, I'm just here on my own. You can totally fucking kill those guys. I'm not with them. And they'd be like, well, we'll see when they get here. And then, like, some Horde would come, and I wouldn't help them, and the Alliance would kill them, and they'd be like, she has proven her worth. She's cool, she can hang. So, like, almost everybody on this private, for like 5 months, I played this instead of standard Burning Crusade. And I would just socialize with people. I remember one guy came. It was like a Night Elf warrior. And he was always hanging out. He was always talking with me. And at one point he was just like, this is my girlfriend. Hi, Smug. And me being like 15 and like kind of liking this attention, I'm not saying like, hey, I'm actually a guy. Hold on, girlfriend, we need to talk about this. I was just like, girlfriend being claimed like war spoils. Ooh, like it was just, a little much for 15-year-old me to like really set boundaries. Juice just like fucking muted. And so I kind of just hung out with him, and like that was where I started thinking like, being a girl would be nice. I feel like I'm the wrong gender. After this is how you learn how to be a homewrecker. This has nothing to do with homewrecking. Oh my god, Yelena is so hopeless. Guys playing girl characters are the problem. Did you dance in mailboxes too? We danced in the Goldshire Inn, but not on the mailboxes. No one is hating on the bouncy. My birthday is tomorrow, so yay. Oh, that's fun. Bouncing on it. My Horde do want to come on you. Okay. Also, you only look bouncy today. Elected as Spoilerboard. I ERP'd on this server for the first time, but that's unrelated. I go back to retail. Retail comes out, and or not comes out, BC had been out for a little while. I make a paladin, I level it, right? ERP'd 15, dang. Yeah. I level a Holy Paladin. Around level 40, you're really just gonna gloss over that? Are you gonna tell me 15-year-olds aren't horny? I do, around level 40, I do a Sunken Temple dungeon with some randoms. And they were a leveling guild. This was a tank and 3 DPS that were all part of the same guild. And they were like, damn, healer, you're so cool. Do you want to join our leveling guild? And I was like, I don't like looking for groups in trade chat. I'd love to join your leveling guild. This tank and I become best fucking friends. And he knew that I was a guy, because I was upfront with this. I was like, you know, I don't want a repeat of the private server. I'm a guy, I just do QT shit, and I, you know, type with the semicolon 3 face all the time. And we would do a dungeon, and like after a boss, this guy would type in like /E cups your ass, good job, Saja, or good job, Rosario. And I remember literally at one point he did this. And I was like, why do you do this? I'm a guy. Hi, Logitech. And he was like, yeah, I know. You still want me to cup your ass like that? And I was just like, oh shit, wait. Oh no. Oh fuck. For many years, I just felt like I was the wrong gender. I just felt like, man, I should have been born a girl. Me being a guy is wrong. You only got read like a book. The funny thing, I constantly got mistaken as a woman for how many emoticons I used. Yeah. So that's your awakening. I don't remember what age I was. It would have been like between 19 and 22, 23. I saw a comic from an artist named Humans. Humans posted a lot of like gender-friendly, pan-friendly, LGBTQIA plus stuff from like the 2000s, late 2000s. If you look them up, HUMONS, you can still find a gallery of theirs. But I would follow them on DeviantArt. And I've talked about this a few times, but they do this comic where it's directed at people that are hyper-masculine. My awakening is funny. It's this comic about guys that are like, they think they're so manly that they can't do things like the dishes. They can't vacuum because that's women work, and it would literally like hurt their masculinity if they do these things. And it's basically addressing people like that, and they're like, guys, if you think you're so masculine that you can't do the dishes or clean the house or simple chores, women don't find that attractive. That's like, not, ooh, that's so hot. That's incompetence. That's like you literally can't do basic tasks. We don't think that's so hot. It's just like, it's lame to us. When we see a guy that's so masculine he can't do the dishes, to them, he's a bum. Or to us, he's a bum. Guys who cook are hot? Yeah. If a guy can actually help with chores, like, to us, that's endearing, that's caring, that's attractive. And I saw that this was not directed at me. I'm not like some hyper-masculine guy that's like, men can't cook, that's women work. That was not me, right? But I read this comic and it kind of just like made me feel, oh, guys and girls should be able to do anything. There's not really roles. It's not like women cook, men work. It's like you just do what is needed of you, right? And so I was like, why don't I just be a guy that's essentially a wife? Right? Like, why don't I just be a nurturing, caring, and sensitive guy and do cutesy shit? And just like, I don't need to be a girl to do that stuff. And so that was very like, oh, all my gender dysphoria just disappears overnight because of that. And since then I've been like, not really had a desire to be a girl. I've been totally comfy with what I am, just, I guess femboy like I am. I wasn't open with it though. Some of the top chefs in the world are all men. And then we'll ever beat Mama's cooking. It wasn't until I was about 27 years old and I met someone extremely influential in my life. Zayla. I met them through Lele's streams. That I met someone who was like very open about this. And it was like, oh, people don't hate someone who's overly sexual. Who's like constantly making sex jokes and flirting and puns and, you know, it gets a little annoying when like sex is someone's personality. Like you can't talk to them about anything other than them flirting and talking about sex. That's a little like, bro, you gotta have something else going on in your head. But like before I met Zayla, I would have thought like, if I'm overly flirtatious, if I'm overly like femboy, if I'm a little degenerate openly, people would hate me. And I saw Zayla just openly sexual, openly flirting, just grinding on people. And everybody into it, everybody loves Zayla. That I was like, oh, why can't I do that? And that's when I became a lot more open about this. With this girlfriend, I don't know if I had seen the Humans comic before or after our relationship. I want to say after. So when I was with her, I was very much of the mentality that, like, guys are supposed to be a certain way. They're supposed to be the provider. They're supposed to be the strong defender. They're supposed to be masculine. They're supposed to be strong, stoic. And, like, anything I did before that, like any ERP or flirting online, to me, I viewed it as temporary. I viewed it as, like, this is me having fun, but at a certain time, at a certain point, this ends, and I can't be this anymore. And so when I was with her, I was definitely like, I probably need to step up. I need to start being the man. I need to be the strong, stoic breadwinner. And, I didn't even get to that with the relationship. She had a million red flags, and everything was walking on eggshells. Everything was a test with her. It was like, you know, why did you talk to this person? Why did you play this game? It was just every fucking thing was like, why did you do this? I am distrustful of your intentions. And it was like, oh, but baby, I did it 'cause this. Ugh. Guys who can cook or not. Me in my early days, being gay is bad. Also me. Why is that white boy so cute? Why do I like? Had his ass cheeks. Finally a base take. I'm not saying I'm gay, but Elon is very cute. Hi, Air. Men who cook are hot. People say this until they have someone yelling at them to get the fuck out of the kitchen. In the end, he never learned how to cook or do the dishes. I don't know why you think I don't know how to do the dishes. As for cooking, I know how to cook for myself. No, they went to cook, not a chef. Hi, Riddle. Some of the top chefs in the world are all men, but none can do Mama's cooking. Have you read the Dojin about the house husband and the wife who is the breadwinner? Risu, aren't there like 18 of those? My mom and dad teach me how to cook and do house chores. Man, imagine my wife being the breadwinner. Being a stay-at-home dad, bro, my kid will know how to make fire at the age of 3. Yeah, I had that realization a few years back. Half my friends talk about how much sex they have had. The ERP, the toys, and other. Half are just very much never talk about it. Leg, get out. Hi, Huntera. Yulin's a maid. Spaghetti is not cooking. It is. It's very simple cooking. But don't be mean. The pasta and fake butter isn't cooking. Oh my god. I sent you a page of the one. The house husband is a femboy woo. Okay. Doing the dishes is a perfect spot to get spanked by me. Is it safe to unmute? It was never unsafe. Oh my god. This guy. Question mark, define safe. In what way was it unsafe? I wasn't describing anything like... I wasn't describing any ERP. I was just describing my experience growing up. Also, holy shit, we're at 1.7 already? We just started! Ugh. This guy. I can't believe this. Just 10 miles? Hell no. It's been an hour, nerd. Beach days are always short streams. Yeah, we only had like 20-minute stretch. I did only stretch for 25 minutes. We got cruising real fast. There's been a lot of world events the last few days. Holy shit. The only one I really want to talk about is that they caught the Minnesota assassin guy. They found him crawling in an urban field. They caught his wife yesterday after stream. They found his wife, and she had a car loaded with guns and ammunition, like, she was full-on accomplice. Hi, Red Panda. And then they caught him late last night, so... good riddance. Cruising at the time you used to start cruising? No fucking slacking today. Hi, Elin. Hi, chat. Just got off from work. What's up? Hell yeah. Thank fuck I know how to cook and clean. Me no wanna be breadwinner. What the fuck were they wanting to do? Oh, they had a list of all the Democratic lawmakers they wanted to kill. They wanted to kill a bunch of people. Winbread. Try to get it for free. Air. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're probably gonna have to do some breadwinning. You're probably gonna have to work a bit. I wish it wasn't that way. But until you find somebody that is willing to let you be the stay-at-home, you're probably gonna have to work a little bit. And if not, it's not gonna happen right away. It's not like you find a relationship and then it's just, all right, I get to stay home and you work for both of us. You know, you kind of do that with reason, right? At least fight a dog or a bear for the bread. Do you count streams as breadwinning? Gotta have money to do things. It depends on the earnings of the stream, Gana. With what I do, not necessarily. I went into streaming Gana very apathetic, very depressed. I just did not want to work in a cubicle anymore. I was like, there's more to life than this, and if I'm gonna spend the next 40 years doing this, I don't know if I want to live that long. And so I had a bunch of money in savings, a 5-digit number, and I said, I feel like I have a pretty good shot at streaming. I feel like I could maybe not make it big, but, you know, pay my bills. And so I was gonna start streaming. And, the goal was, you know, I could go 3 to 5 years if I made $0 on Twitch. And if at the end of 3 years I had, you know, not been making money, I would relook at it and go, where do we go from here? Do we go back into the workforce? Do we, you know, 5 digits including the decimal, just kidding. Do we go back into the workforce? Do we, you know, we'll figure it out, right? So I moved back in with my parents, and I was like, hey, could I live with you not paying rent and start streaming and see where I go with that? Because I think I could actually do well. And they told me, absolutely not. You have to have a job by the end of the year, and if you don't, you're kicked out. And you cannot stream. And so at the end of the year, I had not found a job. They were kicking me out, and they were like, so, you don't have a job. What are you gonna do? You know, you could work as a line cook at our restaurant. And I was like, nope. I'm gonna go rent a crack shack in northern Missouri for $500 a month. And I'm gonna go for streaming. And they said, well, if you're so serious about streaming, why haven't you tried streaming the year you've been here? And I got really mad at them, you know, because you told me not to. And they were like, you know what, that's fair. You raised a lot of good points. We don't want you to live in a crack shack. So, we'll give you 1 extra year, but you have to pay rent. You pay $400 a month, but you can stay here for another year. And within, like, 5 months, I was, earning, not, like, I don't want to say, like, pay my bills income, but living under them for $400 a month, I am breaking even. And so, I don't know if I would call that, you know, breadwinning, but money-wise, I've been breaking even. Gotta have money to do things. Just become ultra hot and feminine and sexy. Put yourself out there. Be the stay-at-home person. Same vibes as that one song that goes, yes, I do the cooking, yes, I do the cleaning. Did that work for you? Stream should only be counted as breadwinning if you're making gigafucker money with sponsors tacked on. I would say they count as breadwinning if you're getting your bills paid without being dependent on others. If you are, you know, if you're living on your own, or you're living with somebody, but like, you were the one making more money, the most money, the majority, I would absolutely count that as breadwinning. Even if that's $1,000 a month, I would say that's breadwinning. As over the years, yes. Elon doesn't want to spend the rest of their life walking. I actually do. I absolutely want to spend the rest of my life doing this. I've never been happier, Maru. Me imagining Air throwing hands with praying mantis. For making big dick streamer money like Elon does, then it counts like Elon does. I have a coworker, he's 20 with a kid. He has those dreams of wanting to buy a house, and I kept telling him over and over again that he could only reach those dreams if he gets his baby mama to work as well. They're just so blind wanting to be the breadwinner. Yeah. 5 digits, including the decimal. Fair enough. At very least, you need self-confidence. I just motivate myself by looking in the mirror. Someday I'll have curves. Aren't add another track to a 1-track mind. Fair enough, maybe one day I'll see what you see in the mirror. Oh, you can see that, Gana. That's online. I'm gonna come and hang out for as long as I can. Okay. I'll give you mine. I guess my question is, do you make enough money to live well? I do not have enough money to have everything I want. Like, as much as I love my parents, I think I'd have more fun on my own. I think just, hi Dino Zoomies. I think if I was on my own, maybe close to them, that'd be more ideal. Now, I'm on my own like half the year, because they migrate between Missouri and Florida, and I just have this house to myself for 6 months at a time. But other than that, if I was making a bit more, I'd be less stingy with my money, right? I'm breaking even, so I'm really scared to spend money. But if it was going up, I would have already bought a big screen Beyond 2. I would have already bought a new treadmill. I'd be a lot less stingy with my money. Because I wouldn't feel like I need to make it stretch for the next 50 years. Cracklin man having dinner of you in a restaurant. Give E-cup titties and an ass that takes up 2 plane seats. Have a good walk. He's Yulin help. The guy who came to pick up my waist at work is trying to make small talk about Mr. King's parade. Oh God. Are you just like laying into him like, dude, that's so embarrassing. He spent $45 million on a parade that had less turnout than a county fair. Holy shit, dude, get this guy out of here. If you're making enough for 2 people, it should be bills. And we'll push back for medical emergencies and such. Hi Dino, hi Hobbit. Mew's been doing this for almost 4 years as a full-time gig. You guys have sponsors? Maru, you get sponsors. You literally have fucking... Don't you have GamerSupps or something? Who is Mr. King? You call it... Mr. King would be the orange Dorito man, the president. He won't admit his parents are birds flying south for winter. I literally will, Trogdor. I say they migrate south. Doesn't really count in the traditional sense. Why does that not count, Maru? Yeah, I take it back. He's trashing the parade. Good. You guys have money. Oh, he's based. My parents actually went to a No Kings parade. They were actually in the protest, you know, against Trump. And I'm like, oh, I'm so proud. They were... They did ask me a question that I was like, are you guys serious? You guys are getting paid. Those are far beyond E-cups. They showed me a picture of a guy... Hi, Drayon Walker. They showed me a picture of a guy that had a sign that said, I'd rather be at home with my dog. And they were like, yeah, we don't get this. And I was like, what do you mean you don't get it? What does the sign mean? Well, it says he'd rather be at home with his dog. Well, so why isn't he at home with his dog? Oh boy. Because this is important. He'd rather be at home with his dog, but the protest is important, so he's at the protest. And they're just like, oh, okay. And I was like, how did you miss this? Wait, not the other king from the 50s? No, no. Your parents, let's go. For me, a proper full-fledged sponsor would equate to money. Product provided up front. I did not get that type of treatment. It's more like sales part-time than anything else. Hadrian, hi Riddle. Yeah, some of the signs are just, yeah, sister, clapback signs. Can a guy love his dog? Thus, I tend to say, it's always been encouraged to say we are affiliated or partnered with, not sponsored. I would call it sponsor adjacent. I can see the logic there. I can say, like, yeah, that's not a sponsorship. I very much put it in the same bucket, though. Is it so bad that he's out instead of being with his dog? Yeah. I wouldn't go outside. It's one of those things that I feel like I should. I feel like I should show up to protest, but I am lazy. And I'd rather do the Hassan thing of just talking about it and being angry. Oh god, I'm part of the fucking problem. People scare me. Hassan. Hassan is cringe. That's why I'm not really speaking positively of him. But I recognize I talk about politics a lot. I'm not really doing much to solve it. And I don't have a car. Only walking 5 miles. Not even the target demographic for it. I call it my local protest and donate money for water. I'm actually going out. Shit too hot and humid. Make your voice heard, Elon. What video is next? The best beach video. Although this is setting us up for a long fucking day. What should I order from Whataburger, Elon? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had Whataburger. Because it'd be the kind of the same way of saying I got a scholarship rather than getting the sum of money need for tuition. You get 5-10 every time you convince someone to go to school you're enrolled to. If I go to a protest, I would be the chemical guy. I will go to the kits to neutralize tear gases and pepper spray. You've never had a Whataburger? Oh wait, it's in Missouri. I don't know if it's in Missouri. I lived in Texas for 7 years. Never had it. Order a burger and have 80% water. Triple meat burgers and 20% watt for the BBQ burger. I feel like that's a fair point, Maru. I feel like there's a bit more to it than that, right? Like, could I potentially just, you know, sign up today and get the benefits of a partnership? Not necessarily. There are benefits to it. Granted, it's not just you're getting money from them. You have to work for it. I think I would only ever go to a protest to counter-protest. Yup. I had a 2,300 calorie meal the other day. It was so good. I have been really good about sticking to my 1,400. The past 3 days, I have not had a single calorie more than my burrito meal, my protein bar, my glass of milk, my 3 eggs, and my 2 potatoes. I am sitting at about 140 pounds right now, so it is working. Why make me hungry right when I'm going to bed? I'm sorry. Good job, Leon. Thank you. We're on the World War I ration diet. Cairo, you literally eat like the same amount of calories every day. Fuck you. This guy. Cairo will be in a call with me and be like, Yoland, I fucked up today. I had a bag of chips. It was so good. I miss chips so much. What amount of viewer average would you be comfortable with to finally submit for partnered? 75 is required. There's no reason to wait. There is no reason to like, oh, 75 is required, but I'm gonna wait until 85. It's just, you apply for partnership. They will accept it or reject it. There's no limit to applications. You literally just, you get rejected, you apply again. They will give you advice. If you apply for partner, then they will, they will say like, hey, this is why you were rejected. Do more of these things. This is what we're looking for in partners. And so like, if I waited for a year to apply, they'd still reject me anyway because I'm not doing those things that they want to see. But if I apply right away and then they're like, hey, do this, okay, I do that, and then I apply again, like a month later, that's gonna get me there way faster. There's no reason to wait. Everything I remember how Ewan eats. I want to be his husband and cook for him. Riddle, if you cooked for me, I'd get fucking fat. I eat this little amount because I want to be thin. You'd be cooking like too nice of food and too like, I wouldn't be able to stop myself from eating your cooking. What's partner give you? A few things, let me see. Stop bullying Cairo. What do you think they would tell you? They would probably tell me, I think they would really like the consistency. They would probably tell me to plug myself more. They would probably say, mention Prime, mention subscription, have more benefits to your channel. Like, give people a reason to subscribe to you. They would probably say, you know, hey, if you like what you saw, follow any primers in chat, because I really don't do that at all. If anything, they would probably tell me advertise incentives more. More emote slots, priority for multi-transcoding, chance for front page slots, potential special sub split rates. Interesting, so kind of good things. There's also a special rate for ad revenue share. More emotes. He doesn't even have the max emotes now. I really don't. Hi, Dee Dee. Good, but it's been severely watered down since I joined as an affiliate in 21. Yeah, back in like 19, if you were an affiliate, you didn't get encoding. You didn't get emotes. You didn't get fucking shit. And so it was like you could subscribe to not see ads. That was the benefit of being an affiliate. And then I remember, God, 2019, I remember exactly where I was. I was leveling in Final Fantasy XIV, near Camp Dragonhead. And I remember seeing the tweet that was like, affiliates are gonna get 5 emotes. Hi, Miki. And I was like, Koyo, affiliates are getting emotes. And he was like, oh shit, really? That was huge. Bunny. Good, but it's been severely watered down. He hates... I do not hate you. A lot of those partner benefits have trickled down to affiliates as well. That's what I'm saying, but no, I'm the mean one. So many of the things he wanted to get as partner are now just shared for the most part. Elin plugging himself. You can see that on Blue Twitch. But no, advertising myself. I still feel just bad when I do it. When I'm like, hey guys, if you've got a subscription, you know, if you don't want to see ads, I just feel uncomfortable doing it. When my friends do it, I'm like, yeah, get that paper. And then I do it, I'm just like, ugh. Dizzy. So there's less and less reason to necessarily push for partner beyond small frills and the cool badge. So you used to get free Twitch Turbo as a partner. But back then you didn't get ads no matter where you went to. Fair enough, I've only been using for like a few months. They're saying you need to get plugged more often. So Yulin needs people to plug him. Hang on. Ads. Plug for him. I very much don't want you guys to do that. I'm gonna be honest, I think it's fucking cringe when, like, I raid somebody and someone kind of, like, hypes me up and is like, Yulin's so cool, he does this and this and this, and I'm like, don't advertise me in their stream, please. Wait, plug Yulin. Every Prime sub is 5 inclined. Yeah, you don't like people doing nice things for you. It's not... We are Kujo. It's less of a nice thing. I wouldn't want to, like, raid Maru. And then, like, somebody's in Maru's chat being like, Yuland was walking, they had this much incline, they did this much, people were teasing them, they make the videos themselves. Here, you can go to this YouTube link to see the videos. If somebody was doing, like, that much, I'd message them and be like, you need to knock it off. You do not need to be advertising me in someone else's stream. I will plug you in other ways. Yuland's so cool, we should all plug him up good and proper. No! Make sure no liquids escape. Stop! Alu. To be honest, the only people I talk to about you is my friends. Oh, okay, I think that might be against Twitch TOS. Oh, it's very much skirting the line. Cause like sometimes I'll raid somebody, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, thanks for the raid, Yulin. What were you doing?" And someone will answer for me, but in way too much detail that's like just blatantly advertising. And in that, it's not TOS because they're responding to a question, but they're going too much with it. Foo-foo indeed, Maru. You're goofball, Maru. He says stop, but is inside saying yes. I am not inside saying yes. I'm actually in a very comfortable position on Twitch, guys. A lot of streamers, Maru can attest to this. It's a little stressful streaming, because if you're not in your element, it can be difficult to, like, you know, stream. If there's nothing you really want to do or play, it can be like, am I entertaining? Am I, like, doing as well? Like, it's... Most streamers are dependent on what game they're playing. We're talking about the mental positioning? Yes. Most streamers are dependent on, like, playing this game. And, like, if there's a new game that's come out that's really fun, they're having a blast streaming. And you can tell when the streamer's having fun. Everybody in chat is having fun. If they're in a rut, if there's not really a game to play, or the game they want to play isn't the big popular one, it can be very frustrating for a streamer at that time. Also, there's also just one-trick streamers where, like, you know, to grow, you should be playing VR chat. And if you're not playing VR chat, your numbers go down, right? It's like, a lot of streamers are in that position where they started streaming this, they did that for 4 months, and then they stopped doing that, and a lot of their viewers just leave. Big Deck has this with Balatro and card games. If he plays Balatro, he has good numbers. The moment he goes to play something else like Yakuza, a lot of his viewers are just like, oh, well, I was only here for the cards, and they just bounce. And it's like, he doesn't really want to play Balatro every day for 2 years straight. But that's what gets good results. And so it's very like, most streamers have that conflict for their numbers. I don't. I just walk, and I don't think of this as a game. There's zero burnout with this. To me, this is just exercise. Which, if I wasn't streaming it, would be way worse. This is my daily exercise that's better because it's streamed. And so, like, if you're a variety streamer, I feel like that's shooting yourself in the foot when you do that early. I think you have to have a brand before you become a variety streamer. If not, that is an extremely uphill battle. And there's things you can do, like, obviously you can still succeed as a variety streamer without being, 500 viewers. Maru is clearly doing that. Maru is a variety streamer. But it is very uphill. One of the things that I learned from somebody is you have to pick small games. You need to pick games, and Twitch will recommend games to you. They'll be like, hey, if you stream this game, with your viewer average, you'll be in the top 8, so you'll get a lot of traffic. It means you don't stream like Expedition 33 when that comes out. It means you stream like Pharaoh the Sundered Tribes. The games that have like 90 people in the category. And that's where you do most as a variety streamer when starting out in low number. But it's hard. Well, as annoying as it is, just remember some people are neurospicy and just trying to help out. I know. I've never been like, you need to fucking quit it, man. You're banned. Like, I've never gone off on somebody like that. He was shaking his ass on stream for hours, but very slowly. We're talking about the mental positioning, the plugging. One trick like the walker. Doesn't make sense for some people. Cough, cough. Not me, cough. Start with the VR. Yep. A bunch and then move out from there. I come here to see number go up. Oh, God. Yeah, if you're going to be a variety streamer, you should be doing that early. I'm not going to lie, I'm very impressed by streamers. I cannot yap this much. Back when I did, there's a healthy amount of PvP and retro games. It's really hard to pull it off early. It's significantly easier said than done. People think being themselves is enough when everyone needs a gimmick to stand out. Not everyone needs a gimmick. Your gimmick can just be the normal dude that has an extremely consistent schedule or something. But yes, I have a lot of streamer friends that like, I don't grow. And it's like, okay, well, what makes you stand out? I'm funny. So is everyone else. I have a great model. So does everyone else. Yeah. I don't think a gimmick is required, but my God, uniqueness helps. Lots of experimentation days. Earlier to see the metrics plummet when you try. Yeah, and I got around 30 to 40 viewers before I stopped streaming. This was back in 2016, so the streaming landscape wasn't as congested though. There's the mental anguish that comes with it too, that not everyone can deal with. Well, today's Bunby. Hi, Denny's. I hope your day gets better. I see 3 beans, yippee. My gimmick is not streaming. Elon, what is my gimmick? I don't know if you found it yet, Cairo. I can be completely brutally honest with you, Cairo. And that we can have that on stream or off stream. if you want, like, where I think you are with your stream, I can have it with you. Be honest with me. Oh, roast me, baby. Well, on stream or off stream. I think even something as simple as consistent timing is good. Oh, yeah. Arrow gimmick is being purple. On stream is fine. Be honest with me, Rip Kyra, roast me, baby. It's gonna get destroyed. True. On stream, baby. I don't think you have a gimmick. I don't think you have uniqueness. I think you are very funny. I think you're very cute. But so is all of Twitch. I think the vast majority of your growth so far is networking. And I think in that regard, I don't want to say you've peaked, but there isn't anything that, like, really makes you stand out above others. I love you. I love you to death. But I think your very fast growth from starting was networking. And now that you've kind of reached the edges of your networking web, I think your growth is going to be very, very slow from here on out. I don't know if you particularly want growth. You don't really need it to pay your bills. If you're having fun doing what you're doing, hell yeah. But, I need those thighs. Hold on. I don't know if there's anything that you have that really makes you stand out in the crowd of streamers. Gonna get destroyed. Yo, having a gyros. Can I have the thigh extra crispy with hot sauce? Rip Cairo. Cairo. Jemic being a sweet cutie, cute and funny. Need those thighs. Hold on. I mean, that's fair. There's always the glass ceiling. Ask all a bunch of vets for euthanation. Why the fuck is it so expensive? Ugh. Only Cairo can do dance stream. Thank you, Riddle. Dylan, should I make an egg sandwich or ramen? The thighs are already hot. Yeah, I'll just start throwing ass on stream. Easy. You know a lot about Twitch, Dylan. How'd you learn? I've just been on it since... well, I've been using it since, like, 2016. I remember my friend was showing the raid we were doing for Emerald Nightmare. And I was just like, oh, I'm gonna tune in and watch. And then from that, I kind of just stayed on Twitch and would watch people for video game music. Hi, Yuki! I would, you know, I would watch the Splatoon streams and Mario Kart streams just for the game OST. And then, around 2018, I started watching VR chat streams. And since then, I've just, you know, I literally just have had Twitch open at all times since then. Beach Day, he's old. And why is there a Kinder Surprise egg on your ass? Yuki, it's a bunny tail, and I'll have you know that Spacefish made it, and you're being mean to her. True. Reaching outside of your usual circles and nurturing them also takes work. Something that not everyone wants to willingly do, because it can be time and energy they don't want to expend, let alone deem wasteful when it doesn't work out. Hi, Loja. But I believe it's a venture worth working at if you do intend on seeing things grow. Spacefish can get a Kinder Surprise egg version? You're mean. Pull tail. I've been using Twitch on and off from when it was Justin TV. It took a long time to make this account. For me, there's one thing that I know that if I put the effort into it, I would grow faster. I don't really want to put the effort into it. Justin had his own TV, whoa. I feel like if I was better with the YouTube videos, if I was better and more consistent about getting YouTube videos out, the YouTube channel itself would grow faster. I think it's at like 760, 770 subscribers right now. But if I was able to do like 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that channel would be a lot more favored in the algorithm and be a lot bigger. And if that was bigger, I'd probably start getting people from YouTube here. I also, if I did the long form content edits, so not shorts and TikToks, I think those are oversaturated and don't really do much for growth on Twitch right now. If it was 2020, posting a daily short to TikTok would be fucking awesome. And I have watched people grow from that. But now it's so oversaturated that unless you're getting like 500,000 views on each short you post, you're not getting anybody from it. But if you're posting YouTube videos that are like 20 minutes long, you don't have TikTok? Then you need to be under 30 to use that? I do not have TikTok. If you're posting like 20-minute videos, so like let's say I had that talk about, you know, my life earlier. I made a WoW character when I was 14 and saw my friend a female character. And that journey through my life, if I took that 20 minutes, cut it, and uploaded like 1 or 2 videos like that to a YouTube channel every day, I think that is the YouTube growth that is working a lot for people right now. I hate to say this. I learned it from Asmongold. That dude posts like 3 to 4 videos like that every day. And his YouTube is massive because of it. And his Twitch is massive because of it. I think that is the YouTube meta right now. That is a lot of editing. That would essentially be me doing a stream every day. And then re-watching it every day. For like good segments to take. And then editing them out. That's like an extra 3 hours of editing every day. And that's a lot. That's why people that are big like Asmongold have multiple editors doing that. Sorry, shorts are dead now. They're full of AI slop. There's another thing I could do. But I don't like it. I don't even want to talk about it. But it would be good for growth. Do both, obviously. Right now I want to eat Elan's tail. Instead of his tail, Elan pout. Hey, Yuli, what basket do I put all my eggs in? Put all your eggs in? The amount of partner streamers I've seen peaked and now have less than triple digits views. Admit they make money streaming on the blue site, which is always wild. Yeah. I used to watch streams back on Justin TV, but I didn't make an account until much later. YouTube channel growth clapping. Slop talk? Sorry, shorts are dead now. They're full of AI slop. Ice cream so good. Day in the life of a small streamer. I did some editing and felt really tired. God, I love those videos, Juice. Day in the life of a small streamer. I wake up, but I'm exhausted. So I reach for my gamer subs. Then, I fix my posture, because it's really bad. But I'm really tired from this. So I lay down and take a nap. Chat, we need to learn some stuff from Asmon chat also. Know where you're hiding the egg, Elan? No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. We are at 3.3. There's nothing intelligent there. Inside, obviously. From Asmongold chat, there's nothing intelligent there. From Asmongold process, I think you can learn a lot about YouTube algorithm, Twitch algorithm growth. I think, you know, he's really big. You can learn from that. Should you learn from the content there? No. Please no. But I'm a very firm believer that his method of posting 10 to 30-minute videos daily is really, really good for content growth right now. There's a reason why these people are big. We can learn how to not act from Asmon. Donk face in ice water and clean it with a banana peel. It's not because they are loved. I need a drink. Those videos were true. The amount of times I had to deal with Emery having to sleep every 3 hours instead of streaming back then. Does Emery have, like, sleep apnea? Or, like, something that makes sleep fucky-wucky for her? God. I will never forget my favorite Emery moment of her fighting Xeno'jiiva. She's died twice. BRB driving? Okay. She's died twice. It's at like 45 minutes. And she gets a pop-up that tabs her out of Monster Hunter World. The pop-up is a fucking Pinterest ad. And she gets fucking lasered. Nope, she said it was always depression. Who is Emery? Emery Soar is a friend of mine. She's a friend of Trogdor's also. Juice knows them as well. But, she is a girl who is very, very, very loud. Her shtick was that, she just fucking screams into her mic a lot. She dies in the game, oh my god! And it's peaked from the moment she opens her mouth. She's funny. Friend is a loose term. Oh no. Juice, you know Emery, right? I mean, you've definitely played, Civ with them. A girl? No way. You'll know as girls. I'll have you know I know plenty of girls. Friend is a loose term. Gana, I have always been the, like, the gay guy friend. Even when I was like, I'm not gay. But, like, they'd be like, yeah, but you're not a threat, so I can be friends with you. Also know them? Name 5 women. Emery. Chalky. Yuki, Media, Leafeons, D. I just looked up at my fucking Chatterino thing. Solanine. Wolfie, Giraffe, Eto, Noodles, Spacefish, Sumiko, Lele, Etsuko, Ow, Colina, Core. Fucking easy. Been so long. You're not a threat, lol. Name 5 women. Like a good thing, but man, what a way to put it. Oh god, I had that in year 12 and it's been like, thanks, I guess. But also I was just confused why you mentioned me. Oh, we were talking about Emery Soar, and I was like, Gana said, who is Emery? And I was like, they're a friend of me and Trog. I think Juice knows them as well. He only said 5. You're really bad at following orders. I like going above and beyond. Okay, now name 5 books. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Lord of the Rings, The Silmarillion. Turn left at Machu Picchu. Easy! He can only count to 4. Oh fuck, this is harder than I thought it would be. Amelia Earhart, Doja Cat. 5, not 90. Name 5 things you did today, Young. I mixed my, 60-ounce jug of water with lemonade strawberry flavoring. I ate an egg. I ate a burrito. Shit. I talked to Cairo and told him I have not figured out the Super Mario Sunshine emulator. I played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 for 2 hours this morning. I'm a girl, just say Ivy 5 times. You can't say the same one over and over. I'm exploding you. Okay, I cannot name real life women, but I could likely name 100 VTubers. I could name real life women, but I don't want to. At least 10, right? That's past that 8. I'm not sure. This is just a Northern Lion stream now? Okay, name 1 manhwa. Manhwa is like the Korean or... That's the Korean doujins, right? Or the Korean light novels? I said doujins. Okay, you are fired. Big dick fired you. Egg. So he's not hiding the egg, he ate it. I'm exploding. Told you it was inside him, real life women. So review the water flavoring. You know, I actually don't really like the cherry that much. It's okay, it makes the water better. But I like the lemonade strawberry more. Real life women hate solo leveling. Bro, you watched an adaptation of a manhwa. Yeah, that's an anime. I don't give a shit what it was adapted from. Name a bunch of stereotypical trailer park girls. Elon only thinks about porn. You can name it. Which was the question? The Apothecary Diaries? Wait, real life women exist crying. Does the flavoring in powder or is it squeezy bottles? Squeezy bottles. I thought they were all femboys. Why is he putting question marks? Was I wrong? You fucking said solo leveling out loud. Yeah, but that was just me reading what somebody said. No one really exists, you can only imagine them. Name a walking streamer with a cute butt, /s. I said solo leveling, it was me. Do you not count as someone, Kyle? That's fucked up. You need to think better of yourself. You're a person just like everyone else, Kyle. I'm not gonna have any of this Debbie Downer. I'm different than everybody else. That remains to be seen.
That was a meat popsicle.
Bro's name is Sung Jin Woo. That's green as fuck. John Smith name. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 live action is a manhwa. Is it really? Weird champ forcing viewers into being human. The only manga he reads are doujins. We're in Calusia. That means we're gonna be at like 4 miles when we get. I'm 80% memeing. Anyway, about the flavoring, is it Walmart flavor? Walmart brand? One of them is Mio. The other one is like Spurt. I don't remember its name. Live action of JoJo Part 4 though is Korean. What about those that don't want to be human? I am sorry to tell you, you're still human. Spurt. What if they want to be pets or something? Wheeze. Look, I think that's the brand. You can look up water flavoring, and you'll see one that's like Spurt or Splurt. It really is just a fucking doujin sound effect. Are we human or are we dancers? Hi, Sir Noble Morning Mules. What's the target mileage today? Well, we have a collab later today. And I need to do some stuff before that, so I can't have like an 8-mile day. We are at 3.7 right now, and we are approaching the end of Final Fantasy. And so we're going to go into another video. If it goes too long, I have to cut it short. Wow, he really just assumed everyone's species. Spurt, redneck ass shit. Dancers. I'll have you know, I don't even have the Dream Shelter logo on this avatar. That could be confused with the Dancer logo. Harumph. I'm hungry. I need to go to the store tomorrow. I run out of eggs today. I'm thinking... Oh yeah, I think I asked earlier. Wasn't here for an answer. Hold on. You asked and then just weren't here for the answer. You just asked and then got up and left? Huh? What are you doing tomorrow with Fishy? Fire break. He just has a water cutie mark? It's not a cutie mark. I'm hungry. You know, it's getting so popular that you can't do longer than 5-mile streams anymore. Oh my goodness. Trogdor, you weren't here for it. But there was a good 6 months where we did 8 streams a week. Every Tuesday we would go live again at like 8 p.m. to stream Stardew Valley. I was also raiding in WoW. I was also... I don't remember what else I had plans. But there was a brief period where like I literally just had something scheduled almost every day and I was like, I have no time, what have I done? Wait, you're playing it with Fishy, but not that guy with the glasses? Kyle. It's the three of us. What? Fine then, a tramp stamp or something? It is a tramp stamp. I was there, but watching Koyo point of view? Wait, hang on, wait. You... Oh. Wait, Firebreak is out tomorrow? Shit. Frogdoor. You were watching Koyo's point of view, but didn't think I streamed? Huh? That's really funny. You stream? Listen here, Buster. Huh? I don't know if I stream. I'm kind of just trying it out. We'll see if I like it. If I don't, I'll stop. If I do, I don't know, we'll keep going. I'm just dipping my toes in. I'm just testing the waters. Yeah, that was before they added knocking and linking people in titles. I know they had people linking in titles. Because we would all do that. Whoever did it first would just share it in the Discord channel so that the rest of us could copy paste it. What are you gonna do to me? So Firebreak like a multiplayer PvE or mostly PvE? I think it's all PvE. I know the Control universe, I actually fucking love it, Lamau. But I know nothing about Firebreak. It's PvE. Healing for real doing. Bouncy. Yeah, I don't know what's making it more bouncy today. You know, would you rather have pineapple on your pizza or pizza on your pineapple? Well, I don't like pineapple, so neither. So, if I have to choose, I guess pineapple on the pizza, because then it's majority pizza and less pineapple. And then I can pick the pineapple off. And then I only have to deal with the weird, like, contamination. Listen, your name starts with Y. You're at the end of the list. Eats on my pineapple. Fuck, I love pineapple. The tractor's on his ass today. So why he's got an enhanced recoil today? It's been on my ass for the past month, though. This is the standard the past month. The beetroot, like, fuck yeah. The whole ones from the tins? I don't know what we're talking about. So good, ew. I would have pizza out of the little pineapple slices on them, and then I'd pick those off. And then it would just be pizza with a contaminated pineapple taste. Did you eat something to make your ass bouncier? No! I've been eating less. Dylan hates fruits. Friendly fire will not be tolerated. I'm really bad at eating fruits and vegetables. I do not have a taste for them, and it is fairly unhealthy. I freaked people out by just eating beetroots like an apple. I don't know that I've ever had a beetroot. We're at 3.9. Fruits are fine. Fruits tend to have a lot of sugar. I don't like eating something that can eat me. So the pineapple, so get the pineapple away from me. I'd pick the pizza off and eat the pineapple. You can beat my root, yeah. Vegetables you should be eating. I have a taste, so I can manage bananas and apples. Those are the two that I'm like, these taste okay, not great, but like I'm not gagging or throwing up from them. I ate a lot of potatoes, which, you know, depending on who you ask, some people are like, that doesn't count, and some people are like, that's totally a vegetable. Why would that not count? I can eat carrots, but I do not like them. I love artichoke, but we don't get it that often. Beetroot is not bad. Granddad loved the stuff. Only issue is that it stains very easily. God, you probably have 0 vitamin D in your system. Bloody beetroot, a colitis. Of course you manage bananas. I don't know. Those, like, before they get slimy at all, I like bananas. All fruit or flower. How have you not had beetroot? Because my whole life I've been an extremely picky eater. To the point that my parents tried really hard to, you know, you can't leave the table till you clear your plate. And I was outlasting them. We'd sit there for 5 hours. And at a certain point they just said, fuck it. You figure out your nutrition later on. And until the age of like 27, my diet was goldfish, Pop-Tarts, milk, hot dogs, spaghetti. You no one can get my D vitamin. I'll help with your vitamin D. Okay, you're all making the same vitamin D joke. Picky eater, now he only eats 5 things. Those aren't exclusive to each other. That's just redundant, Trog. Vitamin D, Peepo, happy. I am really trying hard to be better about nutrition. I'm eating protein bars. I'm eating potatoes. I'm eating eggs. I'm eating bean burritos. I'm slow at typing, okay? Vlogging all over again. If I had my way, what I would do for food is I would get my calories in. A lot of it would be milk, and I would do like 1 bowl of buttered spaghetti every day. Or like 2 Pop-Tart packets and just a ton of milk. Gotta get your D vitamin. You all want vitamin D. But I'll just lay D's on your jaw. I'm trying to do minimum 2K calories a day. I know there's like... I know that the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. But my god, I wish I had the problem of I don't eat enough instead of I eat too much. I wish I was too thin compared to too heavy. The fucking not really butter spaghetti. God, I haven't had that in so long, but I love it. I love that food. I can't gain weight, my body dies. I can't stay awake at all, and everything hurts. Noted, make Elon butter spaghetti with ground beef. Being overweight is way easier. Yeah, but I want to be pretty free soon. Side note, all potatoes are a vegetable. Some people don't count them dietary because they don't have a lot of nutrition. So I wouldn't count on their 5 a day. We have made it to the final zone. We are at... What is this place? Thavnair? I think it's Thavnair. Is the being pretty with my prom worth it? Frisu? You are like me in that you're so vain, you would absolutely take health problems for being pretty. I absolutely think that you'd be like, yep, totally. Uh-huh. Huh? You gonna tell me no? Thank God it's almost over. This song is killing me. What? You don't love the Costa del Sol music? It is a little repetitive. Hi, Piap. Yo, FF14 World. I love FF14. I am so sorry to disappoint you. It is not an FF14 World. It's a Sonic World. It's a Wave Beach Sonic 06. We're walking with a YouTube video. I am crying in the club right now. Do the new Mario Kart, you can play as those cute things from the Delfino map you sit in for beach days sometimes. Yeah? Yeah? Someone doesn't like Tropical Whimsy. You know, it reminds me that I used to play FF16. It's not as bad as that other FF world with constantly the same song loop, like the space one. We're at 4.1. I think we're gonna be like 4.6 or 4.7 when we finish this video. Also, know I would trade these crippling health issues away and take looking normal. I want the fucking Cataquack so bad, but I can't unlock it to save my life. It's 100% RNG. Cairo has put like 50 to 70 hours in Mario Kart World. He still doesn't have the fucking bonefish. Like, what is he doing? Like, how? How do you play that much and not get it? Just get it. cutest thing in Mario Kart? No one wants me to get the damn bonefish. The what? The Cataquack. Just Google Cataquack, lol. Cat's what now? Hi, Icy Fire Mage. 4.2 miles. Tara just doesn't want a bone. You know what that means? Fish. I see fires here. Let's go over our holidays. Bloomsday, Fresh Veggies Day, International Day of the African Child, Ladies Initiated in Baseball Day, National Cannoli Day, National Fudge Day, National Tortilla Day, National Vinegar Day, No Orange Clothes Day, Ride to Work Day, Take Your Cat to Work Day, Wish Fulfillment Day, World Refill Day, World Sea Turtle Day. Shit, dude, cannoli, fudge, and tortilla day? All at once? I think I'm gonna say fudge day. I do like fudge. Pantera hug. Yulin, sweetie, those words mean nothing to me. Oh man, I'm sorry. Kai wave, Icy Loja. Don't make Icy sad again. Vinegar is gross. Also, worst day. There are many worse days for Risu. Worse days than this. Fudge is goated. No orange clothes. Looks down. Check. The other two are kind of gross. You think tortillas are gross? Them's fighting words. We are a tortilla. We are a burrito enjoyer in this household. Buster. Fish. Fudge is too much, to be honest. Then eat just a little nibble of it. No, but tortillas aren't anything. They're practical. Plus, they taste good. I ate like one small brownie. I can't another one for like a year. Oh my goodness. I don't have a limit with fudge. I eat one and I'm like, oh, that was so good. And I eat another and I'm like, oh, that was so good. And I eat a third, I'm like, oh, that was so good. You need something else? I also just don't like chocolate, unless it's like literal milk choco. Yeland, what's up, Cairo? Something else for tortillas is actually be anything? Yes, you wouldn't have a tortilla just... Well, I would have a tortilla just on its own, but... Typically, tortillas are just like... They're just practical. They're for holding stuff together. I deadass think the fastest way... Is this Legion? How big is Legion? Oh, thank God, Legion is nice and short. Woo! Good beach day. You can't just eat plain bread? Well, you would. I absolutely can just eat plain bread. I used to have my mom get tortillas, and I would just eat the tortillas. I would take one, fold in half, fold that in half so it's a fourth, fold that in half so it's an eighth, and that was a good snack for me. Weirdo. Gana, my sense of taste is broken. I deadass think the fastest way will be just use 2 controllers and do a local race to try and farm items for the racers I don't have. You can't just eat plain bread while you would. Flour tortillas with butter. Nice and warm. Fuck. But normal people would eat bread with something else. A tortilla just is bread. It's the same thing. I'll get a tortilla to hold your stuff together. Really, Marv? Normal plain white bread with butter on it. Goated. Yeah, I know you would, weirdo. Tortilla chips. Pre-crisping. I always get flour or wheat tortillas. Carb light for my burritos. The flour tortillas, I think I like more, but they're sticky. when I get them, I have to like carefully peel them apart, and that's like, oh man, maybe I get the fucking wheat ones because they're less effort to fucking deal with. Aren't flour tortillas pig fat or something? I don't know. I get the carb light ones, so they're probably fucking plastic. It's like getting gas without a car. That's what I'm saying. You need something on a tortilla to make it good. But that... You can't say tortillas suck just because they're not the main thing, right? It's like being into cars but hating wheels. You need the wheels for the car. If you don't like tortillas, they're a pivotal and important part of stuff like burritos. Tortillas are the best part of the taco? I might like any meat that goes in a taco or tortilla more than the tortilla. Like getting gas without a car. Okay, fine, I don't hate them. I just don't think they are that amazing. Tortilla, cheese, chicken, anything else? You're putting... Wow. That is a list for you, Sue. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's a taste subjective one, but that is not where I would put things. Yeah, you would like meat. They've literally never eaten tortillas. Risu, you reminded me of one of my favorite moments with Foss. And he just goes, chat, you guys like steaks, right? What's your favorite part of the steak? I think the meat is my least favorite part of a steak. I didn't say anything wrong there. That is direct quote from what he said. I think the meat is my least favorite part of the steak. And we were like, boss? What the absolute fuck are you talking about? The meat is the only part. I wasn't paying attention what else is there. Arisu ancestor staring down at her. Can bro like stop talking and sharing his opinions? This isn't my opinion, Frisu. This comes from Fortuitous Foss, our favorite plant. And he goes, the juice! I really like the juice of steak. And we're like, what? He's like, yeah, the meat juice. That's the best part of the steak. And we're like, you're an idiot. Would you drink a glass full of steak juice? Oh god, no. Ew. What? Yeah, do you guys like drinking water? I think the H2O is the least favorite part of the water. Bone, not same. I went out the other night and had grilled shrimp and steak. It was goated. Would you drink a glass of steak? Ugh. Steak lovers have forgotten what gravy is. Typical plant behavior. Chernobyl, I think of that conversation at the food night anytime I think of you and steak. I don't want to bring it up now. Hi, Nelsaru. But I think of that often. I'm right. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. Sounds like the type of person to drink broth. You put gravy on a steak, you might be cooked. What next? Steak sauce. People are like, oh, you can't have sauce? But steak by itself is eh? I don't think by itself it's eh. Again, I'm so picky. I typically don't like any spices or sauces on steak. My mom does make this pretty good wine reduction sauce. I'm indifferent on it. It's good, but it doesn't make it better to me. I'm like, the steak is just as good without it. Well-made steak has juice on it, lol. Diana sauce, that goes hard. Mushroom gravy is good too. See what I mean? A good steak doesn't need sauce. Okay, I gotta go. Have fun with the rest of your rock. Bye, Kyle. Have a good rest of your day. But a good mushroom base sauce can hit on steak. I almost never have additions to my steak. My parents love putting black pepper on theirs. And I'm like, hiss, keep that shit away from me. I think it was Christmas. We had steak. I ate mine. And my mom was like, I can't finish mine. Nealon, do you want what's left? And I was like, yeah, I'll have it. She puts like this, corner of a steak on my plate. And it had this really big, like, black pepper ground. And I bite into the steak, and this black pepper ground just pushes into my tongue. I just feel the whole thing. And I'm just like, whew. Whew. Oh man. Just like slapping the table, just like, oh god. Whew, this is a lot. And they're like, we didn't put anything on. And I was like, there's no pepper? And they're like, oh, yeah, black pepper. You're losing it to black pepper, dude? Whew. Oh, I need to go get some milk. 1 second, and there's like, dude. I think my dad looked at my mom and went, our son is fucking weak. Pepper is just terrible. Pepper gets to push into his tongue, but not me, Sag. Hi, Sammy. I hate when you get a whole pepper clove and bite it, and your whole move just tastes like it, your whole mouth. You know, would die in a proper Asian restaurant? Weak and cute. I don't think I would die in a proper Asian restaurant, but I think I would insult a lot of people. I'd like... I would just eat the white rice and nothing else. And everybody would be like, that's the filler. You didn't eat the food. I loved the rice, buddy. The smell of the cooking in Sam by Belacan would kill you, trust? That probably would. That probably would. Well, I don't know, Maru. No, it would kill me. It would kill me. I have a very bad sense of smell. Most of the time, I do not smell things. I just go through life not smelling things. However, if I smell something really, really strong and odorous, then I smell it. And because I'm used to not smelling anything, and we've crossed the threshold, it hits me like a truck. The two things that really, like, just fucking floor me. Poop and coffee. Oh, you'd smell this? This would be a whale. Anytime I go upstairs and, like, my parents have made coffee, I'm like, oh god, and I have to, like, put my nose in my shirt. Hi, Jack. You wanna be the kind of person to get chicken nuggets and fries at the Chinese buffet? But I'm the type of person that if I see macaroni and cheese on your menu, I'm getting it every fucking time. I used to be really weak to spice. I can't wear perfume around you, and please don't, Furisu. Smacking your olfactory bits. It has been a while, haha. It has. Yulin confirms stinky. I'm not stinky. I shower after every walk. I just don't smell myself. I don't have an emoji to express the amount of disgust from that statement, Lamau. Which one? The olfactory bits? Damn, you might not want to sleep in my bed. Smells like me plus my perfume. Well, we'll see, Furisu. We'll see if I even smell it. Do you use deodorant, though? I typically don't. I use, the mac and cheese statement. What do you mean, Hobbit? They make good mac and cheese at restaurants. Elon strikes me as an antiperspirant user. Admittedly, I can't smell any of it. I can't smell my own body odor. And I can't smell the stuff I'm spraying on. So it's very hard to justify, especially when you go out of the house once a week, to buying that stuff. I'm a little self-conscious about it. I think, you know, oh god, do I fucking stink to other people? I don't know, but like, if I never go out with it, I just don't get it. Sir, your armpit aluminum? I don't know. I could put my nose in my armpit and not smell it. Even now, with it being sweaty, I would not smell it, guys. My sense of smell is broken. You have dishes like char siu, yu xiang pork. You're going for mac and cheese? Absolutely. I don't know what either of those things are, Hobbit. If I'm ordering at a restaurant, I'm only gonna order the things I know exactly what they are and I know if I'll like them. Being adventurous, trying new things at a restaurant? What are you getting me? What are you trying to get me throw up across the table? Don't sniff, Yulin. Why was that even an option? I can't not use it because I can smell me. And I don't like to smell me, apart from the times I like to smell me. None of those times are for BO. Charshu, good. I can smell myself and it doesn't smell bad, but I prefer the scent of antiperspirant to natural scent, you know? Charshu mentioned. Charshu is the Chinese barbecue. It's really tasty. I'd probably like it, but Yusheng pork is just a fave. I like all the veggies in it. If it's got veggies in it, I'm probably not gonna like it. For me to order something at a restaurant, I need to know every ingredient in it. I need to know what's in it, and if there's anything that sticks out, it's like, nope, this is off the list. Char-siu, something I grew up on. No veggies, but Etoile's curry? Oh no. Oh no. It has potato? If that's the only veggie in it, I could probably do it. At least Yulin would be a cheap date. Ganna, you could take me to fucking McDonald's. You could literally be like, hey, you ready to eat for this date? And I'd be like, yeah. And you could pull out the box of fucking Pop-Tarts from the back seat of your car. And I'd be like, oh my god, this is so thoughtful. You're not gonna stress me out with a shitty restaurant. I love you. Yeah, you could order off the kids menu for Lamau. Bet. Hi, Archangel. I was in like a little black dress and heels, and Oni was like, I will not take you to get fast food dressed like that. So funny. We're on a date. You go, hey, you want to order something? Or maybe you'd prefer, and then you open up the freezer and pull out 2 small Red Baron pizzas. Oh my god. Had my hair in a cute updo and fishnets. Looked like a hooker. Wait, I'm trying to pace the conversation right now. Is it going from food to smelling you, then back to food? Yes, kind of. It's kind of 2 conversations at the same time. It's about my really bad sense of smell. And also how picky I am and like what I would eat on a date. When I go out to eat, I comb through the menu looking for something that just doesn't have stuff that I have to special order. In the States, it's pretty easy to say like, hey, I want this, but don't put this on it. And I don't know why I hate doing that. My parents, when they had the restaurant, it was a Mexican place. I hated eating here. I hated eating here because it was just like, so much of it was just Mexican food and too much for me. Eventually they had this, it was like a chicken breast burger. And I would get that, and I could eat it. Did bro deadass just say, too much Mexican food? Yes. What if I cook for you? Good luck, Jack. At a Mexican restaurant? Yes. Jack, cooking for me is easy, and it's difficult. It's difficult because stop trying shit. Just stop trying to, like, make new shit. Just stop trying to find something I like. Literally, just cook spaghetti, and I'll be happy. Literally just make the fucking Barilla blue box of spaghetti, and I'm like, you've succeeded. 10 of 10. Good job. 4 cheese ravioli? 10 of 10. 10 of 10. 100 out of 100. I'm happy. What if I make fresh pasta instead? I don't know, Jack. I don't know. Yulin, do you want to wear a dress with me to get McDonald's? No. I do not want to go out cross-dressing. If you do, please share. No sharing. What if I make fresh pasta instead? Fold a tortilla 4 times? So basically, Ganna. Jack, Ganna's being serious. Because that was a snack for me in my childhood. If you said, hey Yulin, would you like something to eat? Like, let's say I'm visiting you, Jack. Would you like something to eat, Yulin? I am a little hungry, Jack. I'd love something. And you came out with a plate with 2 tortillas, nothing on them. Literally just 2 tortillas. I'm good. I'm literally just gonna fold that 3 times each and eat the little pizza slice shaped tortilla, and I'm happy. So basically, hello, Gana. Okay, so apparently I'm not going anywhere right now. But now I'm too depressed to get back on. If I ever cook for you, I'm making my own food, and I'm just going to crack open a can of Chef Boyardee for you. See, I won't like Chef Boyardee, though. Also, hijack. Crossdresser Eulendark. Makeup done for you. Heels and stockings. Oh, fuck. Bruh. I won't like Chef Boyardee. I don't like tomato sauce. It's okay, but like... You know the packets that's like the 4-cheese ravioli that doesn't have sauce on it? Oh, that's peak. I love that so much. Okay, fine. I will give you bagel bites. I'd be happy with bagel bites. I know I just said I don't like tomato sauce like Chef Boyardee's. I do like bagel bites. Or nuggies. That sounds like an arc I can get behind. Bruh. I'll take the Chef Boyardee. What is a bagel bite? A bagel bite is a really small bagel. Think of like the size of an Oreo. But it's cut in half, and it's lined with pizza toppings on the top. So think of like a circular inch pizza, but it's not like standard pizza bread, it's like bagel. Bagel bites are goated, bagel bites are great. So mini pizza? A very mini pizza. But you make like 12 of them at a time. If you wanted to cook for me, literally just a hot dog on a pan, put in an unseared bun. It doesn't even have to be a bun. You could put that in a tortilla. You could put that on 2 slices of bread. I'm happy. 4-cheese ravioli, Barilla pasta, thick. It's got to be thick pasta. None of that angel hair shit. Bagel bites, Totino's. You could literally pull out the box of Pop-Tarts, and I'd be like, thank you for this delicious dinner. I am very appreciative. I'll give you a hot dog. Yeah. So mini pizza weirdo. It's like a cookie-sized pizza. I hate all of this. I'll be honest, some of you food takes are strange, yes. But bagel bites are fucking awesome. Look, here's the thing, Hobbit. I have been such a picky eater that, like, and it's texture or taste that sets me off. A lot of things just make me instantly throw up. When I was 7, I went to a friend's house, and his mom was like, you boys have fun. In 3 hours, my chili will be ready, and we can have chili sandwiches. And I was like, oh, thank you, ma'am, but I will pass. I haven't had chili before, so I'll probably throw up. And she's like, what? And I was like, I haven't had chili before, and I don't like to try new things at other people's houses, because I might get sick. I will respectfully pass on the chili, but thank you, I really appreciate that. She leans in, she goes, Elin? I've been preparing for you to come over this day. I've been making this chili for hours. You're trying my chili. And if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it, we'll find something else. But you have to try my chili. And I went, ma'am, I will not clean it up if I throw up. And so we go play for 3 hours. We come back down. She's got the chili sandwich in front of me. I take a bite instantly just across the table. And I look at her just instantly, fucking dribbling down my chin, just like, I will not clean this up. I warned you. And she was like, just shooketh. She was just like, what the absolute fuck is this creature in my house? I did not clean up the throw up. I I think I don't remember what happened. She was just like, "Do you want anything to eat?" And I was like, "Not right now, no." And I just didn't eat that meal and went home. I lived like 2 blocks down the street, so it wasn't like I was staying the night going hungry. They are not strange. They're just incredibly basic. It's because most flavor is incredibly overwhelming to me, Hobbit. Most flavor is just like too much. I look at that red bean tortilla that I have every morning, and that's like a good flavor profile to me. Barilla spaghetti with I can't believe it's not butter is a good flavor profile to me. It's incredibly basic. To most people, it's fucking nothing. It's tasteless. It's like a 1 out of 10 flavor. But to me, I'm like, this is ideal. This is good. And as someone who loves cooking and eating, it's just pain, LOL. What do you mean you live in the Midwest and haven't had chili? Are you the same age as me? I have had chili. I just threw up every time I had it. Hey, Ellen, you have such a specific taste and all that. How do you think you will go with dick? Not even being lewd, honest question. I don't know, Ganna. I don't know. It's one of those things where, alright, let's get a little depressing. I look at myself as like cute, uwu, femboy waifu. I want somebody to be the breadwinner and I want to be the stay-at-home femboy husband. At the same time, I'm such a boy failure. What do I bring to the table? I can't cook for you because my sense of taste is different from your sense of taste. I'm not making food that both of us will like. I can make food that I like, but like it'd be such a learning process to make food for you. I don't know. I have such a bad gag response and throw up at everything in my mouth. Can I even suck dick? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna fucking fail at that. How do you be a fucking femboy stay-at-home wife and not able to suck dick? I don't know. I once threw up in front of like 400 odd people? That's unfortunate. Honestly, the fact that you eat red bean tortillas is the weird part. I don't know, red beans are the tasty ones. Black beans are okay, pinto beans are okay. Hi, Valmea. Red beans is best. I get them with a... They do come with a chili sauce. So you can get red beans or you can get red beans with chili sauce. It's an extremely mild chili sauce. It's a level of spicy that even I can handle. Honestly, so valid. Red bean tortillas are tasty, but it's like the standout thing you eat that actually has some kind of flavor. This has been an interesting conversation to wake up to. We're at 5.3. I think we're gonna be about 6 when we finish. Urtin soap. I don't know. Most normal UU convo. I like sugar. I love sugar. If somebody came up with like a pill that transforms sugar in your body to vitamins and suddenly sugar is healthy, we are thriving. You and I am getting canceled? How do you get canceled? You're not even on Discord. I will say though, gag reflexes can be trained out of people? Well, for all the training we tried to do to get me out of it, it never happened for me. I don't doubt it, but good luck training it out of me. Global gun. Hi, Global Doko. Half the time I'm asleep for these conversations, I have to go back and watch the vid later. You can't believe anything they say, other than my mother abuses me. Hi, Riddle, VOD, hi, Air. You know, Global, I think you're lying. I don't think your mom abuses at all. I think your mother loves you. I think your mother is one of the first people to defend you when people are like, oh my god, Global pisses me off. And I'm like, Global's just showing their affection. Global works really hard at their job, and then they finish up and they go to the gym, and they go home and they unwind by being a little weird creature online. But you know what? Behind it all, they're a normal and loving and caring person. Let me in? Ew, no. The worst they can say is no. Ew, no. How do I piss anyone off? I only interact with you and Cairo. That's not true. You interact with Core. You interact with Noodles. I've seen you in there, chat, I think. Global not on DC, that's somehow odd. You interact with D still, right? I need a drink. Error, watch 7 consecutive streams. Hell yeah. Not since the surgery. Don't ask to let you in, just come in. Meow. I got a shoot coming up soon. 3 Geysers me. Hell yeah, Valmea. Hell yeah. I can see how people would get upset with you, Global. 'Cause hi, Cream Pie Bringer. Often what you say is so abstract or just... It's not nonsensical, but it can appear as nonsensical. Nice butt, bro. Thank you. That it can be frustrating to people who aren't getting it. For somebody who's not a knower, it can be like, grr, why is he like this? He's just making fun of me. Wait, if we type things, Yulin will read them? Did I hear meow? You did. Cairo said meow. I mean, I already do riddle. But the freaky ghost shit isn't as scary unless he feels it, it's his fault. Cairo panic. Thank you, Rar Uwu. XD Owo Meow Owo Nya Owu Nico Neko Owu Chan Tihi Uwu Uwo Ehet Kawaii. Murlocs. Crazy concept. Oh no, the furries speak. Okay, we'll commit Sudoku now. Hi, Global. What are we in, Asuna? I think we're in Asuna. We're getting there. God, we're at 5.5. Like we blinked and just teleported 0.4 miles. Thought I looked a second ago and it was 0.1. Hi, Global. Air. Hi, Cairo. I should be excited for Xenoblade tonight. I'm not. I'm thinking about fucking up the emulator. I'm thinking about like, oh no, Cairo put all this effort into his stream and helping me set it up, and I'm so dumb and I haven't gotten it working. Oh jeez. Hey, yo, Xenoblade starts tonight. Xenoblade tonight with Cairo. Fire Break tomorrow with Cairo and Spacefish. Thursday will be Sunshine. God, this week is fucking stacked. Hold on. Yeah, Xenoblade tonight, Firebreak tomorrow. I don't think we have Repo Wednesday. I think Tails Thursday. Why would you intentionally mess it up? Thank you, Elon. What do you mean intentionally? Global, I'm just stupid. I'm not intentionally messing it up. I'm just dumb. Pat, Pyro, will we beat up Elon? I have a feeling when we play Xenoblade, Pyro is going to be suffering a lot more than I am. I'm just stupid, Elon 2025. Hobbit. I constantly go back and forth between thinking I am the smartest person in the room and I am the dumbest person in the room. There are times where I'm just like, man, I can see the fucking coding in the system. I just understand this so well, and why don't the people around me understand it? It's so easy. It's just, I'm just that smart. I'm just that goated. And then I like try to do a task and fail at it so spectacular, and it's such a struggle for me, and somebody does it in 2 minutes. I'm like, God, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb, I'm a piece of shit level of dumb. I'm too vain to jump in between. I just think I'm the smartest idiot alive. Hello, I know that feeling. Hi, Nenalai. But then I realized we could get him to say cute things. Well, other cute things. Because he says cute things all the time. Okay, alright. We're still in Asuna. Oh my god, we need to get to the Broken Shore. I don't think we have any walks in Surumar. I think we just go straight to the Broken Shore and then we're done. I have mixed up my strategy in Final Fantasy Tactics again. I have decided every human or no moo I get will be an illusionist. Hi, Proxy. I just received word they had to move the Broken Shore a few miles out. Proxy, listen to the shenanigans I'm doing in Final Fantasy Tactics. Every human and no moo I have is an illusionist. I'm gonna run 6 illusionists. And they're gonna have half MP, so their first turn, they gotta wait. And then the second turn, just lightning strikes on every single unit and across the battlefield 6 times. All of my Bonga and Moogles are going to be Fusiliers and Cannoneers. They're going to be shooting people from 8 tiles away. And all the Moogles are going to have overcharge shots. All the Bongas are going to have unscarred. So overcharge shots converts MP into extra damage on your auto attacks. Unscarred makes it so that if you're 100% health, you hit 50% harder. Unscarred on a fucking Cannoneer hitting from 8 tiles away sounds fucking crazy. You really just forcing racial roles, SMH? I am. If they are a Gria or a Sikh, they are going to be a Viking for the Sikh and a Raptor for the Gria. They're all going to have Bone Crusher. They're all going to have Monkey Grip. So they're going to have a sword in their right hand and a shield in their left hand. And they're just going to march out there. They're going to be stacked on defense. And anybody that hits them is just going to get hit back harder by a big-ass two-handed sword. And then all my Viera are going to be like Green Mage, White Mage, Summoner combos. They're just going to be buff bots. I don't really like the Viera races in the Tactics game. If I have one criticism with all the Tactics games, I don't like that their stat growth is based on what class they were when they level up. I kind of realized this yesterday. I would love to have... Hi, Kyo! I would love to have an extremely high attack Cannoneer. The problem is, Cannoneers have shit stat growth. They get 7 attack per level up, which is shit. That's awful. The best thing you can do for a Cannoneer is to level it as a Gladiator, which gets 12 attack per level up. So, like, it's just like, I would love to get a very high attack Cannoneer. The best way to do that is to just not play Cannoneer. Which is like, well, this fucking stinks. I think I'm the dumbest creature in the room, or the strangest creature in the room. Hi, Proxy. Or not so cute things. Hi, Riddle. Kawabanga it is. Okay. Yeah, when I want him to say cute things, so I'll leave the not cute things to you. Oh my god. Roxy, pat, hug, bark. Yeah, if you really want to min-max in tactics games, this is planned for the long haul. You ain't doing that on a normal playthrough. Listening to him yap about this game makes me want to play it. I really enjoy, you have a team, it's turn-based, it has different roles. I'm really enjoying games like that. I want the, like, class diversity and setup. Like, I really like how the classes work in tactics. But I fucking hate the stat growth. I want you to choose your stat growth like in Baldur's Gate 3. Where it's like, you level up, where do you put your stat points? Tactics games are fun, especially the OG and first Advance game. I have never played original Tactics Advance. Or Tactics. I have played Tactics Advance with March. Like 5 times through. 3 times through. I played that one a shit ton. Tactics Advance 2, when I played it the first time, I did not beat it. And I am trying to beat it again. I'm doing way too many side quests. I have like 30 hours in the game and my characters are like level 28. And all the quests I have are like level 20. 220 consecutive. Hi, Elite. This stream rocks. Good thing we getting a remake soon. Not banned yet. Elite. I think he was talking about you the other day. I think it was Cap came by. Beat Baldur's Gate in honor mode. Are you proud? Of course I am, Elite. Have you done a solo honor mode yet? Where you only play as one character? Cap was here the other day. And he did a follow age, and it's like, Cap has been following you for 6 years. How the fuck do you do that? Well, you do it with one character, and you do some cheesy-ass strategies. It is doable. The scariest part, Elite, is the Temple of Shar. Because the Elite can just... Not the Elite. The elevator can just bug out and kill you. Oh, the Druid Jump? The Druid Jump is one of them. I think there's also some Barbarian shenanigans. You can get some crazy defenses going on at level 1 with a Barbarian where, like, enemies only hit you for 1 damage. Elite hug. Oh, this is the Elite I've heard about. It is. Wow, look at all those hot, topless green beach dudes. Where's the water, though? The water is to the right. It's a shitty beach. See, there's water right here. We're at the end, though. 5.9. A little bit more. I'm glad we didn't get one of the crazy long beach videos. I would have cried if we got Draenor, Kalimdor, or Eastern Kingdoms. There's water right there, points to the puddle. This is an ocean! This is also a long beach video that would have been too long. This is 1 hour and 55 minutes. But we're done. You're an ocean bunny boy. Beach videos are great. I love beach days. I hate beach days when we get a video that goes into Eastern Kingdoms or Kalimdor. When we get like a 2-hour video or 1 hour 30 video into a 3-hour video, it's like, dude, fuck this. Oh my god. Pardon? I can't hear you over the length of that video. We don't have to do that video because we have done our 5.9 miles. .9 miles. Now we're done. Oh, I need to update the lurking. Because one of the people I was lurking in raided me. So I know I don't have all my streams following or anything. Let's see. We'll do this one. Am I gonna sneeze? I did in fact sneeze. Good job today. Now hit the shower. Not yet. Very soon, but not yet. I don't need to fix my trackers, but I do want to kick my shoes off. Okay. I guess we just go somewhere comfy. Bless you, thank you. Clapping. Those 3 guys I'm supposed to shoot with? Valmea. Bring it back just a little bit, okay? Jesus. Where are we going? Could go to our usual Pacific Dream. Keelan, you don't need to fix your trackers. What did you change? I changed. Oh, I do need to fix my trackers. Shit, I forgot. I can't really sit down with the back-facing tracker. Hi, Dore. We'll be fine. No, I'm not worried about you. I don't really want you saying that in my Twitch chat, Almea. What do you mean you forgot? You guys. Look at that ocean for me. I actually don't know if it's the tracker dying. Or not the tracker. My hand dying. Or if it's something to do with base station. I think it's the hand. I think it's my index controller. Okay. Grab this back. Need a drink. Not even been a long walk. It was a long walk. It was 6 miles. I have chugged water. Okay. Okay. Pin 1, flying, behavior, level pitch. Around this corner? Yeah. I'm happy with that. That looks good. Anchor. Local. Okay. Damn. Noodland is real? We are not Noodland. We're just in our swimsuit. Without the shorts. Ah. Feetlin, you don't need to fix your trackers. What did you change? I honestly don't need to change my feet trackers when I sit down. But if I have my tracker on my back, then I do. Which I did, so. Bark, 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 we'll be fine. That was a cool zoom. Even after 10, you remember to fix your trackers? I know, Masu. I remember this world. Yeah, it's where I usually go at the end of a beach day. That's an interesting bug. Went through the portal and dumped me in my homeworld? That happens sometimes. It should be you just join on me again and you're here. Damn, Noodlin is real. Eyes. We're not nude. We're just, we're just in our swimsuit without the, the little see-through shirt and the shorts. You guys can clearly see this thing here. We're not Noodland. I didn't go through any of my stories today. The Minnesota lawmaker assassin guy. They caught him. They caught his wife last night. They caught him even later last night. I think Bull sent me this one. Bull or Trogdor sent me this one. A Harvard Medical School morgue technician admits to stealing organs and selling them on the black market. The guy was working at a morgue, and he was just like, there's somebody that needs to buy this. I've got a body right here. Hi, Octal Mage. Not needed at all. Since you don't shower right away, do you let the sweat dry or do you change clothes? What? I asked because I find changing clothes and leaving, then having to change clothes again after I shower to be a waste. I walk, and then I sit in the beanbag, and it does get kind of gross and dry. I'll get to a point where I'm just like, oh, I'm so sweaty and gross. Hi, ABC Merchan. If it was an easy walk, if I didn't really get that sweaty, I will take a nap and then shower after, because then I can wash my hair. If I had a really tough walk, I will wash off and not wash my hair. And then I will take the nap, and if it's a day where I really need to wash my hair, then I will, I'll just take a second shower. But I'm not getting, like, 2 sets of clothes or anything. The top I'll pay you, but the bottom is a string. You think that's worth a good amount? I'm confused. Worth a good amount for what, huh? That's because I find changing clothes and then having to change clothes again after I shower to be a waste. I would also find that. Ayo. I guess they are using it. Yeah, do a backflip and then 3 somersaults without touching the ground. It's very easy. No, I think I'm done with my exercise. It was a funny topic that happened over the weekend. I don't know if it's too political. I mean, there's the parades. If there was something else. I never thought about washing without getting hair wet. You don't change your clothes after? Stinky for real? No, I do. If I shower, I'm changing my clothes after. If you mean after the walk, I only don't change if it was a very easy walk. If we did like 5 miles, no incline, it was just, I didn't even break a sweat. Yeah, I typically don't change for that. I'll still shower when I wake up later, but talking about the Lebanese missile watching parties where there are videos of Michael Jackson's Beat It and the night sky just lit up. Yeah, it's funny and at the same time dystopian. 5 miles, easy walk, Elon fit as fuck. I need incline to get me to sweat. If there's no incline and we get to like 8 miles, then I'll start getting a little stinky, but I see that makes me feel better. You're still stinky. I have discovered an actually good TikTok trend. So it's like your boyfriend before and after he sees you. And these girls are like meeting their boyfriends or husbands in like a public place, and they see them and then they just start filming. They just start filming with their camera. And you see these guys, and typically they're just, you know, going through their day. They kind of have, some of them look like they're just like a mean face on, right? They're just, you know, whatever. And then they see that, you know, their girlfriend is filming them, and they just smile. They just light up and they come over like, hey, baby. And it's like, it always plays the song Wake Me Up, you know, wake me up inside. It plays that when they're looking, and then the moment they see their girlfriend, it starts playing the Feel the Rain on Your Skin song. And it's one of those like, God, this is actually wholesome and like so nice. That's kind of cute. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, a nice TikTok trend. It's so wholesome and cute. Omegle. I saw an Omegle video where this guy, he's cosplaying Batman. And he's hitting, you know, next. And he comes across somebody that's cosplaying the Joker. And so it's the Batman and Joker meeting on Omegle. And the guy in the Joker costume just screams, and the guy in the Batman costume is just like, you! And it's like, no one is dying. Shocking for a TikTok. At the very least, no one's being stupid, right? Batman and Joker meeting on Omegle is fucking funny to me. We have some bad news. Grindr has changed their logo for June to be a rainbow. Man, I hate these companies that are just pandering to like, to have like a rainbow flag or icon. Is that the masturbation site? It's the gay guy's hookup site. Honestly, Omegle is not supposed to be the masturbation site, but yes. K$. Thank you, Sammy. For anybody who didn't get that joke, Grindr is literally like the gay Tinder site. And so them having a rainbow flag for Pride Month is like, I'm pretty sure they're gay all year round. If they're still doing it, cheers. A lot of companies didn't do it this year. Well, it's Grindr. Off it. Omegle is dead anyways. Omegle people still use for memes. There's some people that go there to masturbate, but this month we're extra gay. Are you on Grindr, Yulin? Nope. I have only ever been on one of those websites. I signed up for FetLife. And I signed up, you know, submissive guy, into bondage, into stuff like that. And 2 days later, I got a message from a girl named Angela. Are you ready to meet up this Thursday? Are you ready to sign away your rights as a human being? You will be collared. You will be chained. You will be kennelled. You will be mine. And it was like 2 paragraphs of just like, we're going 100 miles per hour right out the gate. It was just like, it was hard and fast and too much for Yuland, and I deleted my account. Yeah, but now we can be gayer. So Omegle alternatives like OME.TV. FetLife, kind of same thing. FetLife for fetish, like fetish life. Fair enough. Hi, Octomage. Hey, dude, it was. Got it. Yula doesn't like hard and fast. I don't think I like hard and fast with someone random that's literally my first time talking to me. I honestly don't think I even like hard and fast. I like assertive. I like somebody like, you know, just going, we're doing this now. I'm into that, but like, dude, first message, that's a lot. That's a lot. The funny and cutest thing I ever heard was, what other stories is there?
The real funny sidebar of that would be that that was a bot or something.
It probably, it might have been. This would have been 2015, 2016. So there were bots back then, but I don't know if it was that prevalent. I have 2 more stories. One of them, really funny. First message: I'll fly you out and pay for everything for the rest of your life. You'll be my submissive slut forever. If that's a first message, I'm saying no. There's a few people that if they hit me with that, I'd be like, I'm open to this. If there's certain people that like, if they said that to me, I'm like, okay, hang on. That life has no chill. Damn. I was in the elevator with 2 small guys. And one of them was like, you lied to me, Elon Blush. And I immediately know he was talking about his friend's dick. What? Can't scare the Elon. This story comes from Nigeria. Oh crap, Maruka. In Nigeria, there was a pastor. He's having a church service. And he just goes, all of you, you must have faith. This arm? I can't bend this arm. You must have faith. You must believe in God. Believe in God as I do, and you will ascend to heaven. I believe in God, and I am now going to ascend to heaven. And I shit you not, he had a fucking harness on, and they had a fucking square hole in the roof, and they just pulled him up. He literally just fucking attached by a harness just goes up into a square hole in the ceiling. And it was like, I'm sorry. Fucking what? This dude told his followers to believe like he does and they will ascend to heaven, and just pulled up by a rope into the roof. And it was like, surely he was doing this symbolically, right? Surely he doesn't think like anybody believes this is an actual ascension to heaven. Right? It is fucking insane.
I didn't know that the pastor was Sting.
What?
Wrestling joke.
I didn't get it. Pasta, did he have fake butter? There were 2 guys that surely were tapping each other ass. That's a bold assumption, Riddle. Michael, he Peter Pans away. That's right, he goes in the square hole. Hey, whatever floats your boat. He's pulling a US mega church move. Hi, Lopner. Hi, Riddle. Hi, Nanolite. Dude, it was... It's one of those things that's comical. Like, it's just... There's no fucking way. There's no way, like, anyone could take this seriously. Okay, if it was supposed to be an ascension, it would also defeat his point. Believe in... Oh, wait, I guess it's my turn. Huh, bye. You're on your own. Well, everyone knows it's all about showmanship. The pastor was actually Chris Angel. Dude, it's comical. It's like... I've seen crazy stuff in church before. I don't know if I've ever seen something this fucking wild. I'm happy for them. They're really cute, trying not to expose themselves. I think you're reading too much into it, Riddle, but I don't know. That does sound cute. That was all my stories. There was technically one more, but I don't want to tell it right now for reasons. We have Xenoblade tonight. It'll be my first time playing a Xenoblade game. It'll be on Kairo's stream. Firebreak tomorrow. Tales Thursday. Rip Story. I'll keep it in my notes, so I'll tell it tomorrow. I don't want to tell it right now because I just heard somebody come into the basement and I don't want them to hear this story. Define tonight. It is 12 right now. And so it will be like 5:30 to 6 my time. And so like 6-ish hours, I think. Excuse me. 6-ish hours on Cairo Oryx stream. Define note? No. Why am I defining note? Elon lives in a made-up time zone? I do not live in a made-up time zone, okay? Fucking Central is a real time zone. We'll probably join you in Cairo. Hell yeah. Right now, we're gonna go to, I think we're going to Shockrail. She's celebrating 1,000 followers on Twitch. It's a big milestone. And so, we're gonna go there. Then I'm gonna take a nap. Central best time zone. Define Cairo streaming. You will be there, Riddle. Who is streaming Firebreak? I would assume both Cairo and Spacefish are going to stream Firebreak. I wasn't planning to. I know I'm being dumb. Yeah. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap. Let's go say hi to Shockrail. Thank you for the socials, Logitech. Pins. Can I not go out there? Yes, I can. Behavior. Look at me. Anchor world. Okay. Logitech already did the socials. I don't gotta do those. Not having 2 Elon streams, what a shame. We did that for a while. I am not doing that for a while. That was a lot of streaming. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for the stream, Elon. Thanks for the Elon in chat. The great time, Woo. God bless you all, lovelies. Thank you for Elon stream. We're gonna go say hi to Shockrail. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 6 miles. We are fat. Oh, I said Tails Thursday. I lied. That's Mario Sunshine Thursday. We are fast approaching 700 days. Good rest of your day. Don't blame you, just easy. Good job today. Yeah. Xenoblade tonight. Firebreak tomorrow. Sunshine Thursday. God, this week. I love you. Bye.